sky. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday evening. I think it's going to be a good night, guys. I think it's going to be a good night. I'm actually banking on it. I'm calling my shot. It's going to be a good night. Calling my shot. It's going to be a good night. We're going to claim it, right, chat? It is Friday. It's Friday. Well, the song goes, it's Saturday. Anyway, guys, let's do the things. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 8,000 likes. Let's get the shares up. Send your daily heart me. Send your daily heart me. It's only 1 coin. It'll help boost the live, push us out to the FYP. If you don't mind. And we are going to go ahead and get it cranked up. You guys ready? Exactly.
You stepped in the box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah.
Joey, stop talking and get in the box. No one cares about you in the chat. I'm gonna mute you. Get up here.
No rules, no plan,
get up
no
here,
script.
Joey.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in,
don't you wanna?
Sparring with Santana.
I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call.
Ay.
You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. If you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah.
One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. You hit hard like a punch in the air.
Greek, whatever. Are you a Trump supporter?
No script. One wrong move.
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates.
Better know your stuff or you get
Tap the screen, share the live, guys. Let's go ahead and knock the daily gift goal out. What's going on? What's going on? You gotta wait. Also, I always kind of find it kind of weird when you guys specifically ask to come up. So there's that. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. When you guys start saying, "Oh, can I come up?" You guys tend to plan. You guys plan to come up and slur, and I'm not really here for it, guys. Welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald, Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Guys, please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. We have the gift goal set as the little pink heart puffs. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it'll help push us out to the FYP. So can we do that? Can we knock those out? Also, send your daily heart me. It's only 1 coin. It's only 1 coin, and it will help boost the live. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing people up again. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Carl, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
Carl, have I spoken with you?
I've been up here once, yeah.
Was it recently?
Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Did I kick you?
No, I think I left, if I remember correctly.
Were you insufferable?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. For your chat, I would assume so.
I mean, for me, like, were you able to engage in an actual conversation?
Yeah, no, it was productive for the most part.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
You got a little distracted with some things, and then it became a little toxic. But I don't think it was because of my input.
Oh, okay. I got toxic because of me. Okay, cool. All right. Well, Carl, let's go ahead and do this. Let's start here. I mean, someone said he's always insufferable. All right. Carl, let's start here. Since you know who I am and we've kind of spoken, I'm assuming you know what this is. Let me give a proper introduction to everyone else to not only what this is, I'm sorry, who I am, but what this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
I don't remember this.
Y'all ready for this?
Guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. If you are a friendly, tap the screen. Tap the screen, share the live. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goals to these little 1-cent gift goals. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it'll push us out to the FYP. Do all the wonderful things, guys. Carl, I got a question for you. Or more so, not necessarily a question, but I think something finally resonated with me, Carl. And I'm going to be honest, I'm hoping you're going to prove me wrong. Like, this is one of those times I hope I'm wrong. Carl?
What's up?
MAGA doesn't really care.
About what? The country?
About everything, right? You guys don't really care about government handouts, about stopping crime, protecting women, America first, the Constitution. You guys don't really care about any of that. I just would like for you guys to start, standing with your chest and just admitting that, you voted for hate.
I didn't vote for hate. I don't think Trump embodies hate at all, actually. I think it's the opposite. And that's why I voted for him, because I don't believe the rhetoric, like the things that you spout. Like, I don't believe it. That's why I voted for him. And based off of all the evidence, it seems that he's more beneficial than the liberal policy that's trying to reach for socialism as the answer, when it clearly it's not beneficial for the people in terms of like the quality of the outcome.
Okay. All right. You said a lot there, Carl. I guess the first thing I would start, because you said Trump doesn't embody hate. Trump literally said he hates his enemies. Literally, he said he hates his opponents.
I think that's reasonable. They tried to off him, man. They tried to do a hit on him. Like, that's a human reaction.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's a great speaker.
What do you mean, Carl?
I don't think that was responsible. I don't want to. I'm using TikTok friendly language. You know what I mean?
No. Oh, do you mean the assassination attempts? Oh, those were Republicans.
Okay, I mean, I don't.
They were literally registered Republicans.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
No. It's not whatever. They literally would registered Republicans.
If they're registered Republican, that's fine. That doesn't mean their motive is because they think.
Well, but it was the point that I'm trying to get across, Carl, is it wasn't
where they want it. Okay, so you're saying, those
Carl?
people that took him out. I'm trying to clarify.
Hey, Carl, can we talk one at a time? I don't want to talk over you, and I don't want you to talk over me. Let's go one at a time, okay? I'll let you go first. What were you saying?
I just wanted to clarify, like, so are you saying that they're Republicans, that they don't like what Trump is doing? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So what do you think that they don't like that Trump is doing as
being a fascist?
Not being a fascist?
No, I said being a fascist.
Whoa, that's interesting. So you think the Republicans were convinced with these Democrat talking points that are nonsensical and inaccurate objectively, and you think people that voted for him are saying that he is being fascist when he's barely enacted moderate policies that people like Democrats, with the border security, like, it's very logical and It's
You
absolutely
got to let
unfair
me
what you're
jump in.
doing.
You can't
And
just
what you
keep
do,
like steamrolling, Carl.
5
You're
seconds.
saying a lot, and I'm not even getting to like
I
respond. You're
apologize. You're
moving
not
around.
wrong, but
So,
I haven't
Carl,
gotten to
what I'm
say this.
saying is that no, you're absolutely wrong. What you're saying, no, I'm telling you that the Republican people that tried to take Trump's life didn't like the things that he's actually doing, and I'm saying that no one had to convince them of a quote unquote democratic policy. We're not even talking about Democrats. We're talking about Republicans. So I'm not sure why you keep talking about Republicans. Donald Trump is a fascist. Like Donald Trump has made himself a fascist and has been openly like flaunting that in everyone's face.
I disagree. He's objectively moderate in his positions, and what he does is law and order.
Okay. He's not about law and order at all. And I mean, we can talk about it in just a second, but quick question. What does Antifa stand for?
Anti-fascist.
Okay. So anti-fascist. So if someone said that I'm declaring Antifa a terrorist group, who
That's not a
would
good
declare
word.
who would declare Antifa a terrorist group?
Well, I would assume. Can I say the word? Can I say his
Fascist?
name? Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah. Yeah. Fascists would say that Antifa is a terrorist group because they stand on the opposite side of them. So Donald Trump and his administration have openly been flaunting in everyone's face that they stand opposed to Antifa and saying Antifa are terrorists. So therefore, Donald Trump is aligning himself with fascism.
I think that's a great point, right? But here's what is it's incorrect that they do it like this, and I don't agree with their method of doing it. I don't think it makes a lot of sense, right? Because it's not one singular organization that is doing terroristic acts, but there are people who do represent anti-fascist ideology that do bad things. Of course, you can say that about everybody, but the propensity in towards MAGA people, they don't even really MAGA doesn't even really protest, right? So I'm sure sometimes, like, I
They
don't know if you
stormed
want
the
to
Capitol on
pro-life.
January the 6th.
That was a riot.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to talk about that, we can pivot to that. I mean, that's
well, no,
really
I'm not
fair.
trying to pivot.
I mean,
we don't have to necessarily talk about it, but I just want to say like that's like the statement that you just made, like MAGA had the most noticeable historic.
It was a violent riot.
Right. So that,
but it wasn't an insurrection. And if you're leading to the point that he incited, and no, he incited a riot, I think you could say that for sure, but it was not an organized insurrection. We're not going to.
What was the point of the riot? They
didn't agree with how it happened. They thought it was
right. No. But what was the point of the riot?
So they could voice their opinions. They wanted. That's what he said. That's if you're going off of Trump's words. I don't know. I didn't go there.
No, I'm not going on Trump's words.
But,
I mean, Trump told him to march to the Capitol and fight like hell. But what I'm saying is the actual people that stormed the actual people that stormed the Capitol. What were they storming the Capitol with the intent to do?
To disrupt, to cause. But you look at the people that did violent acts; those people served time as well, along with other people who just walked through the Capitol.
Yeah, they were. So the people on January the 6th, their intent was to overthrow the government, literally to take back the government. That was their premise.
I don't think you can prove that, and that's why
it's been proven in the court of law. It's literally been proven in the court of law. Yes, that's why they went to jail, bud.
Yeah, they went to jail because they committed violence or they trespassed. It wasn't. It wasn't their intent. You can't prove their intent was to overthrow.
What were they doing with the gallows?
The gallows. That's an intimidation tactic. That's, if anything, to like.
What? Okay, so what about the nooses that they took?
I mean, that's not good. I don't really know.
What about when they were chanting
insurrection? Is that what you're talking about? Insurrection, or are you talking about inciting violence?
What about when they were chanting strange fruit, Mike Pence?
What?
They were chanting HANG, strange. That's another, strange fruit is another term. but strange fruit Mike Pence, they wanted to HANG him.
Yeah.
They were literally chanting that word, Mike Pence.
Yeah, that's not good. That's inciting violence. But when you say their intent is to overthrow the government, like, yeah, sure, they said that about an official.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
they walked around. But what they did was they walked around.
Sure, but Carl, when you take the fact that they broke into the Capitol, right? They had a gallows, they had nooses. There was also
portions where they were let in by the cops.
They had a gallows.
It happened. Some people did.
Carl,
I hear you. I'm listening.
They had a gallows. They had nooses. They were chanting "Strange Fruit, Mike Pence." They were attacking Capitol Police. DJ Rodriguez took a stun gun and put it to a Capitol Police neck, right? While the Capitol Police was trying to fight other protesters off from taking his firearm, right? Like, so they literally were violent and attacking the Capital City Police while actively looking for the actual senators and Congress members. Do you know why Ashley Babbitt lost her life?
She was breaking in a window, right?
Yep, but what was she close to?
I don't know what you're referencing.
The reason why Ashley Babbitt lost her life is because the window that she was coming into, the area that she was in, the actual Congress members were in like a back area behind that actual officer. So they were so close to getting to the Congress members. That's why Ashley Babbitt lost her life. Because she wouldn't
I can understand that.
Yeah. So again, all of this to say, not only did they actually try to physically overthrow the government by unaliving the vice president and multiple members of Congress, but Donald Trump at that same time, Donald Trump was sending a fake slate of electors.
What?
You got a warning. Okay. Hold on.
It does that sometimes. I mean, it's just false reporting though, so it never really goes through. It doesn't ever show up in my notifications.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to do anything to you. I mean, if you don't trust it, that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know, because I didn't do anything TOS. It's because it's a false report. I don't know why it shows up, but it never shows it for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm always up here.
You know what? We're going to be safe. We're going to be safe. We're going to be safe. Hey, chat.
Yeah.
Hey, chat. We're going to hit a quick restart just to be safe because I don't want to,
argue. I
would argue maybe just not believing in masks, not believing in vaccines, not contributed to dying.
Dude, but again, black people typically had lower vaccine intake rates. Typically, they also had lower mask.
And then there you go. There you go. That would be our side.
People are going to Republican?
No, that would mean that our side would have that dip too, and we didn't.
But again, typically speaking, most people who died of COVID were older. Republicans typically skew older. This last election definitely changed a lot of that, but in the last 50 plus years, it was like a 2 to 1 kind of ratio when it came to older people voting Republican. Hence, with them being
you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats will get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna? Sparring with Santana. I don't care what you claim or your background. Facts only, if not, get clapped down. Whether you're left or right or you don't even vote. If your logic is weak, I'll sink your boat. You talk slick, but you ain't got source. Just vibes, that ain't power, that's force. I'm the test, the trap, the trip, the call. You slip once, I'm snatching it all. Yeah. Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana. Step in if you dare. You get hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana. Yeah, this ain't your safe place. This a flame space. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Yes, I do also stream over on the tube. I do, guys. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, hey, Mimi, good to be seen. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Keep tapping the screen, share the live. Also, can we knock out the daily gift goal? I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent gift goals. If we can knock those out a couple of times, it will help push us out to the FYP. And again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. And for people who are in the chat saying, can I join? That's really suspicious. That's suspicious. If you're saying, can I join? That's suspicious. You're probably going to slur. So no. But if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. There we go. All right, Carl, let's not talk about that again because you got this information.
Was it me? I don't know, but it doesn't give me a notification. So is it real? Can you give me some insight? Because I don't understand.
I don't know how it works. It's been funny lately, and sometimes it's like super delayed. So I don't know. You might see it later, but
I'm telling you, I've been on most of these lives and we talk about random things. And sometimes the creator will say that, but I never get banned. It's been like so lenient, first of all, like since, honestly, the past year, it's been very lenient. I've never gotten anything like that. So I don't know, but it does do that.
Let's do this because you talked about Donald Trump and you said that, he basically he's not soft on crime, right?
Not soft. I don't know about that. It's kind of a weird way to put it.
Do you think he's pro-crime or anti-crime?
Whoa, that's interesting.
Because I think he's pro-crime.
What kind of crime are you talking about?
I don't know. Donald Trump just likes crime, right? He not only does he commit crime, but Donald Trump surrounds himself with people that are actively involved in crime. Donald Trump, commutes sentences of criminals, just like, a couple hours ago, he commuted George Santos' sentence, another felon. So it seems like Donald Trump is all about the crime.
Well, would you admit that sometimes people get falsely imprisoned or like there's merit to them getting out?
Yeah, I'm a black man in America, and we understand that like black people have the highest dang it, why am I spacing on the word? What's the word when what's the word? Why am I spacing on the word, guys?
Incarceration rate?
No, exoneration. There it is. Highest exoneration rate. Why was I spacing on exoneration? Holy smokes, chat. What's happening?
Why'd you bring it to that, though? But I wasn't necessarily just talking about black people. I was talking about
no. I'm talking about black people. The reason why I said that is because I made the point that, yes, I know that people are falsely imprisoned for crimes because of black people. But then also I'm saying like, hey, black people, not the reason why we know that they're falsely imprisoned for crimes is because they have the highest exoneration rate.
Yeah.
That's not Trump, though. That's not Trump, and that's not his people.
His people. Is it always about like an identity group, you think?
Oh, are you talking about race? No, when I say his people, I mean criminals. Trump loves criminals no matter if what race you are. Hey,
loves criminals?
Can you trivia question, can you name the other felon that's in Trump's cabinet? As a matter of fact, I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it. The other felon that's in Trump's cabinet. And a fun fact. Okay, here's a hint. Here's a hint. him and Donald Trump have two things in common. Both of them are felons, and both of them are adjudicated rapists. Here's some time to think about it.
Whoa.
Stop giving him hints.
I'm not looking at the chat. Genuinely.
We'll go ahead and skip it. Do you know who it is?
No, I don't, bro. I haven't heard
RFK Jr.
That. Whoa, okay.
RFK Jr. is not only a felon, but he is a rapist. And did you know that he kept a little black book that his ex-wife found? And then after finding that little black book about all of his sexcapades, he then mentally tortured her until she unalived herself.
Whoa, what?
You didn't know that?
Dude, are you mischaracterizing that? That sounds kind of crazy to say that.
I am not. No, that's true. If you knew about RFK Jr., did you know that RFK Jr. actually ate a whale head, like a whale carcass?
What's wrong with that?
A whale carcass?
I'm a fisherman, buddy. I'm a fisherman. Do you see my profile picture? What's wrong?
Yeah,
listen.
Okay, cool.
Cultures across the world eat different things.
Did you know that the RFK Jr. found a unalived bear on the side of the road?
I did hear about that.
Yeah, and he was gonna eat it. He put it in his trunk.
That is some white people shit.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
Oh my god, that is. Well, actually, now that I think about it, there are immigrants that are netting birds like doves and eating them. So I don't know what's worse. I think they're both. Well,
I think it's worse.
Equivalent.
I think it's worse.
But I will admit that's some white people shit. Just because he threw it in the back of his truck. That's the only reason why.
More than that, Carl. He put it in his trunk and then he went to dinner and then he was gonna take it home, but he didn't have time. He was gonna catch a flight. So instead of actually, like throwing it in the trash or something, he took it and he dumped it in Central Park, which caused a massive thing because the fact is there hadn't been a bear sighting in Central Park in forever, and he openly admitted that he did it.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. I will.
But these are the people that Trump is surrounding himself with.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not like evil, but it's just so strange and like odd.
Yeah, man. This is the person. This is the person that like Donald Trump is entrusting all of our health with.
I don't know if that's fair. I think he's made some interesting points. I don't know if he's as qualified as he should be for that position.
He said circumcisions are linked to autism.
Did he?
Yep.
What? Is that missing context?
It was him talking about Tylenol and circumcisions, and he said it's all connected. And then they said, "Do you have proof for it?" He said, "We're making up the proof now." His words.
That's great. That's great. Yeah,
He said, "Right now it's my hypothesis, but we're making up the proof now."
Making up the proof is very tough.
Wild, right?
Cannot say that. Yeah, that's very tough.
That's exactly like when he said again.
That's just bad. It's like they're not the greatest communicators. But it doesn't mean that they have. You think they have like evil intentions? Is that what you're suggesting?
I do. You like okay? So serious thought process, right? What Donald Trump and this administration doing?
Boomers.
Well, listen. No, hold on. Follow me for a second. Walk with me. The reason why the only conclusion that I can get to is cruelty is because of how they're doing things, right? So even let's talk about ICE raids, right? Donald Trump has given ICE more money than any of the president in the history of the country, right? If you stack their budget up against some like military budgets in the world, they're ranked number 14. And not only has he done that, he has given them carte blanche to actually do whatever they want. And then he has also allocated resources from every policing agency across the country, including giving them access to 25% of the FBI. And they're using their power to one, wear masks. They don't have to actually show their faces. They don't have to show ID. They don't have to actually have warrants. And they're harassing United States citizens. Now, we're not even talking about undocumented immigrants. They're literally putting their firearms in the faces of United States citizens. They shot a United States citizen, right? They maced the cops. They maced a pastor. Like they broke into the homes of United States citizens at 3 a.m. and then handcuffed them and zip tied the kids and left them out on the street, detained them, and then just let them go because they didn't do anything illegal.
Then just let them go. Okay,
Yes.
so you said a whole bunch. I know that you're live, but like, it's very hard to like go back to the first thing you said and work through everything. We're gonna miss a lot because you said a lot of points, and I would like to address them all. We don't have all the time in the world.
Sure.
But
Can I
you're
say
saying that
two quick thank yous real quick before you or a couple quick thank yous? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Guys, massive W's in the chat from Madeline. Madeline sent a $10 donation saying, thank you for all that you do. Madeline, you're fucking awesome. You're too kind. Thank you so much. And fucking massive W's in the chat for Chase. Chase sent a $50 donation saying, any thoughts on when the shutdown may end? Estimates are all over the place. Hope you're having a good night. Much love. Chase, much love to you. I missed you, brother. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's good, especially after your move. I know like that whole thing was a little hectic. As far as the shutdown, I've been saying this, I wouldn't be shocked if it goes into 2026. Like I really wouldn't be shocked if it goes into 2026. Poly Market has set the line for over 30 days. Mike Johnson just came out, said that we're on track for this to be the longest shutdown in United States history, which we know that the last time, the longest shutdown in United States history was Trump's last term for 35 days and cost us $3.8 billion. And they're saying that it's going to be longer than that. And now, Chat and Chase, interesting thing is the judiciary branch, as of today, is saying that starting Monday, they're furloughing their staff. So there's 33,000 people that's in the judiciary branch, and the first time in 4 decades, four decades, that they don't have the ability to actually keep everybody up and running. So you know what's going to happen? The courts are going to slow down. There's going to be less cases heard. There's going to be a lot of issues with how things work. It's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. So I don't think, I honestly don't think that, I think it's going to go into 2026.
So can I ask you, do you think that Democrats should do something? One
more thing, or two more. W's in the chat for Taro. Taro, thank you so much for the membership subscription. He said, howdy y'all lovelies, hope you all are well. I'm not. Please check up on your friends. I'll be back after I've grieved enough. Oh, Taro, I don't know what's going on. And you put hearts, no king. I don't know what's going on, but you know, always reach out if you if something's happening, if you need support. You know, we're here for you. Also, W's in the chat for Feisty. Feisty sent out 5 membership subscriptions. Thank you so much for the 5. You're fucking awesome, Feisty. And W's in the chat for Just Alpha, who just sent a $5 super chat to say, I was supposed to have my first military drill tomorrow, but it's been canceled. I will be on the ground in Portland, Oregon for the protest. Let's rise up. I know that's right. W's in the chat for everyone. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're on YouTubes, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Okay, I apologize, Carl. I know that was a lot. Floor is yours. You were gonna ask a question, but then we were talking about some other stuff. Whichever direction you want to take it, we'll go.
Yeah. So with the whole shutdown, right? Mm-hmm. So if Republicans decided to walk back on their positions in enforcing the will of the people, do you think that would be fair as a democracy to capitulate to the Democrats?
Hold on, be specific what you mean when you say enforcing the will of the people.
Okay,
what do you mean?
We shouldn't. They elected Trump overwhelmingly. That's why he won the presidency, right? Okay. So Republicans have some authority to get their will across. And the whole thing is happening because they have a disagreement. And it's both of them that have the opportunity to bring, to stop this.
Yeah.
They could both bring an end to this, but they won't. And I want to know if you think it's fair that Democrats are causing, partially, they have 50% responsibility in causing a shutdown by not making a deal with the Republicans. So do you think it's fair for them to do that, considering the damage that it might cause?
Well, I'll start with this. I don't believe in fair. I always say fair is in the fall. And I guess it depends on where you are. You might be saying like, oh, it's fall time. So, but I'm from the South, and technically right now in the South, it's still the summer. So again, fair is in the fall. But with that being said, I disagree with you. The Democrats don't own 50% of this. Donald Trump himself said that the president, if the government is shut down, under the president is responsible for that because they're supposed to be the leader and make deals. The fact of the matter is the burden of leadership falls to the people that have power, and the Congress, the executive branch, and hell, even the judiciary branch is all ran by conservatives in the Republican Party, right? So the Republicans have the burden to lead and actually be able to get certain items passed. Now, the funny thing about all of this, one, the Republicans are now saying that the reason why things were shut down is because Donald Trump did not let them negotiate with the Democrats. Lisa Murkowski, the Republican senator from Alaska, came out and said that they thought that it was going to go differently, and they were told not to engage with the actual Democrat Party for negotiations. And now they want to engage with them, and the administration is telling them that they cannot. Literally, Republican senators are saying the administration is telling them they cannot negotiate with the Democrats. So
yeah, is that hearsay or
no? That came from Lisa Murkowski, the Republican senator from Alaska. She said that out of her own mouth.
Yeah. Okay, sure. That's what she's implying. That's
no. That's not what she. No. She didn't imply that. She said this administration will not let us negotiate with the Democrats. She said those words. Those were her words.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that kind of sounds like an opinion.
No. What? Okay.
It sounds like an opinion.
Wait, question for you, Carl. If I'm your boss, and I tell you, hey, Carl, you can't go on your lunch break from this time to this time. Is that an opinion, or is that me telling you what you can or you cannot do?
Yeah, that's you telling me what I can't do.
Yeah. So if the administration tells the Republican members of Congress, you cannot negotiate with the Democratic Party, is that an opinion, or is that them telling them what they can or cannot do?
That's an opinion because it's not backed up by their authority. They're allowed to follow.
I think you may be a little bit confused as far as what opinions are. So let me give you here. Maybe you'll understand this. So an opinion in this situation would be if they said this administration said they don't think it's a good idea to negotiate with the Democratic Party.
How are they stopping that? That is what I'm asking.
Because leadership told them do not negotiate with the Democratic Party.
Do they have to listen to them? Under what authority? Do they have to listen to being able to exercise their own free will in negotiation? What is stopping them?
Listen, you're absolutely 100% correct in that vein, right? But we understand.
That is what I mean.
And let's
no.
Hold on, Carl.
That's why I'm saying it is their
let's be
opinion.
genuine.
They should be harsher on Democrats. That is
but you and I have had at least in my opinion, a pretty genuine conversation so far. Come on now, don't do that. You know that,
dude. No.
Hold on. Listen to me for a second,
real.
Carl. You know that most politicians follow the party line. There's sometimes where some of them may veer off and say, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But for the most part, they vote party line, they support party line. And then you have a few people that actually go outside of the party lines. And then you have people specifically with this Republican Party, whenever you do something that is in direct opposition of what the administration is saying, they immediately call you a rhino. They immediately ostracize you, and they immediately try to get you out of the party.
You're not wrong, but here's the thing. Should they capitulate to the whims of Democrats when they are supposed to be enacting the will of the people who voted them? Yeah,
we didn't even get to that. So, okay, that's a two-parter, right? So one, I will say, again, the burden of governing is on the party that's in power, right? So we understand that the Republican Party have power.
We agree.
Right? Yeah, we agree on that. Now, this is the thing, and this is the thing that's been bothering me about MAGA, Trump supporters. They've been on this kick lately. You guys have been on this kick lately as far as saying, I didn't vote for that. Have you heard yourself or have you heard your partner say, I didn't vote for that?
For me, the specific issue I didn't vote for was Trump, making deals with like Palantir and allowing them to have some influence over us, in terms of data collection. Now, now, if you want to say that,
but stay right there, Carl.
Right.
Stay right there.
I would love to add context for this.
No. I don't want to go too far. I just want to, on the premise, because there's been a lot of I didn't vote for this, and so with that being said, yes, there's specific things that
everybody.
Sure.
That's such a weird argument because you just
if you let me finish, then you'll understand.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So
sorry.
With them saying I didn't vote for that, technically, like I still believe that all of them voted for hate, but they didn't vote for the things that are going to harm them. Do you know what the biggest hangup is? What the Democratic Party is trying to stop from happening to everyday Americans?
Oh no! What are you referencing?
A massive increase in the ACA that's going to cost everybody a ton of money.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
The Affordable Care Act. So basically the sticking point is the Democratic Party wants the Republicans to agree to extend the subsidies that are currently in place. And the actual Republican Party wants to let the subsidies sunset, and which then the burden of costs will shift to the Americans that have the Affordable Care Act. And also there's what they're calling like donut holes, where there's there's a subgroup of people who, with the subsidies, they now make below the threshold, so they qualify for the ACA. But then once you take away the subsidies, then they'll no longer qualify for the ACA. So about 4 to 7 million people are going to lose their access to the Affordable Care Act. But then for everyone else, the actual cost, like their insurance cost, is going to skyrocket. Like, quick question, Carl, what state do you live in?
Florida.
You live in Florida? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in Florida, if the subsidy sunset in Florida, you are going to be paying, well, not you, anyone that's on the Affordable Care Act in Florida is going to be paying an additional $521 a month for healthcare.
Is that,
as a matter of fact, let's do this, because
what exactly is that number? Is that standard for everybody, or are you talking about on average?
That's the average. That's the average for the people that live in the state.
You know that Florida is largely a retirement community.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but let's do this, right?
Well, that definitely influences that number that you're talking about, which adds
right. But see, and that's why I said let's do this.
To what you're talking about.
Drop your state in the chat, and I'll read out how much more a month the people who are going to have the Affordable Care Act, how much it's going to cost. I'll start with my home state, and then I'll start with the state that I currently live in. So my home state is South Carolina, so it's going to be additional $470 a month. And my state that I currently live in is Washington, so it'll be $652 a month. Pennsylvania, I see Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania will be, let's see, Pennsylvania, 581 a month. South Dakota will be 682 a month. Tennessee will be 464 a month. New Jersey will be 853 a month. California will be 1,000 a month. Holy smokes. Maryland will be 929 a month. Holy smokes. North Carolina will be 626 a month. Colorado will be 769 a month. So Carl, the point being is, with removing these subsidies, the everyday Americans that have access to the Affordable Care Act, they're going to be paying a lot of money. I got you. Virginia, hold on, Virginia.
Can I
hold on one second?
Something?
Let me answer Erica real quick. Virginia is 731 additionally a month. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think that this sort of healthcare system is helping Americans. It's pretty evident that our form of medicine and how we're practicing it doesn't address the root causes of these diseases and other illnesses that we deal with. It just addresses the symptoms in a lot of cases, and it wastes a lot of money. And
hold on one second, Carl. Let me do this, because I see some people in the chat. I apologize. I see some people in the chat.
I don't even look at
please
the chat,
answer.
Bro. There's crazy people in the chat.
Yeah, I know, but it's
I don't even worry. I
see some people in the chat saying like, "Hey, can you please answer this one?" If you guys go to my main page, whenever you have time, I posted a video today about this, and it breaks down the actual, or you know what? I didn't post that video. I'll post the video tomorrow. Watch out for the video coming out tomorrow. It's going to have the full breakdown of all the details. It'll have like the actual information that I'm getting ready to run through with Carl here. I got a lot of facts and information about what's going to happen and how it's going to impact people. So watch out for that video tomorrow. And it also show you how much it'll increase per month for your state. I'm sorry, Carl. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, so do you want to continue to have a conversation? Are you going to do the interruptions a lot? Because I'm trying to have the conversation, but you keep icing the picture, buddy. You keep doing that. That's an interesting tactic. Like, I mean, how many times do you want to do that before it gets to the point where you're not really trying to have the conversation? All right. No
okay.
Hey, just quick mod announcement. If I could get everyone to tap up to 50K, or I'm sorry, 75K, I'd really appreciate it. Knock out the.
I'm gonna get paid some commission for this.
And Carl,
I got it.
I'm the one that keeps muting you because you have this crazy thing about impulse control that you can't handle.
Carl, shushies, Carl.
No,
Kay's talking. Carl, shushies. Kay's talking.
Since you
go ahead, Kay.
Since you're not looking at the chat, there's plenty of people who keep wanting to have you slow down so that you're not over talking Santana. You can come back up here and have a conversation, but nobody can hear that is using any assisted device because you keep over talking. And people use captions and use different devices to be able to have accessibility. So if you want to come back up and have the conversation, one person talks, then the other person talks. It's clearly how a conversation is had.
That's what I told him at the start, Kay.
Well, he said he didn't look at the chat, so everyone's been telling him to stop over talking, but if he's not looking at it, then he can't see it. But so anyway, have a wonderful night.
All right. See you later, Kay. Bye. All right, Carl, if you're still here, would you like to try again? If not, I'll just move on. Guys, tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead. I know Kay said 50K, but fuck it, we balled. Let's get it up to 100K. Let's get it up to 100K. Tap the screen, share the live. Also, if anyone would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTubes, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Carl didn't come back, so we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Juju, are you a Trump supporter? You waited all that time to do that. And the song sucked. So there's that. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Kobe, I see you're back.
Yo, what's going on?
Did you come back with a new argument?
Well, we can dive into other things if you'd like. Why someone say no, man? Come on.
Hold on for a second. Hey, Juju, thank you for requesting back up so I could block you. I appreciate you.
That's good. Hey, come on, chat. Let's be a little bit more friendly now. Not this.
The leftist rant. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat to say almost 1.5 million will be added to the uninsured population in Florida if that last caller gets his way. Exactly. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Kobe, you have to turn the TV down.
Yeah, I got you.
Kobe,
what's going on, man?
How do you feel about Donald Trump leaning into crime?
That's a pretty broad claim. You're gonna have to give me some substance there.
He commuted George Santos' sentence today. Another felon.
What did he do?
George Santos. You don't know who George Santos is?
No, who's that?
Oh, he's a schemer. He's a fraudster. He misappropriated so much campaign money. Like he scammed everybody. George Santos.
No, I do know him. He's like the weird. He looks like he should be in like Big Mouth, right, with the glasses. Like he's got like the yeah. I know him.
He commuted his sentence today.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that and see why he did that. And what he was charged. I wasn't on Parker's Live, man. Come on. So what he was charged for?
Birds of a felon flock together.
Wait. So wait, what was he charged for?
Fraud, misappropriation of campaign funds. I would have to look at all the other charges, but like basically for stealing money and misappropriating money.
Interesting.
You still didn't turn that TV down though.
Oh, sorry.
We got to get you medicated. Have you ever you need to go see a doctor?
No,
I'm serious.
No.
Like it helped me so much.
No, I don't, man. I don't want to be put on all that. I'm good.
All right. I'm just telling you, it helped me. Well, so how do you feel about not only Donald Trump, doing that, but hey, he keeps giving away money, but not to American citizens.
Whoa, really? You have a problem with giving away money to other countries? You're not gonna say
40 billion.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna say we're giving out money to other countries, are you?
Mm-hmm.
What about the last administration?
What about the last administration?
Didn't they do practically the same thing?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Mm-mm. You talking about Ukraine?
Not only Ukraine.
What is Donald Trump doing with Ukraine?
Not much really.
No, Donald Trump has actually not only restarted all aid to Ukraine, but he has now signed in additional aid to Ukraine. He's actually funding Ukraine at a higher clip than Biden now.
As of when? What are you speaking about? That
as of like about a month or so ago, like after Trump and Putin met, and then Trump met with the other European leaders.
Wait, so what exactly is it? Is it just like monetary funding, or is he funding them with weapons or?
Yeah, I mean, it was funding weapons, a lot of other stuff. As a couple of days ago, Donald Trump was actually mowing over the idea of sending Ukraine Tomahawk missiles.
Yeah. Well, Putin didn't like that, and they shut it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, Putin told him no, he couldn't do it, so Trump said okay.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, but also, you gotta keep Papa happy. So he asked Putin if he could send Tomahawks, and Putin told him no.
Sure, if Putin's Papa, definitely keep him happy. You don't want to.
But hold on, we're getting too far off track because yes, while we can talk about the aid to Ukraine, Ukraine is our partners. They signed the Budapest Memorandum. We got them to denuclearize. Like I don't have a problem with Trump nor Biden sending aid to them. That I don't even care about that one. I do care about though sending $40 billion to Argentina.
Yeah, but how many billions of dollars have we sent to Africa for them to, expand on their education on all these different programs that really aren't, Do
you know what's happening in Argentina?
Well, I don't know what you're specifically referencing.
See, this is why you should actually look this stuff up, Kobe. So
no,
you're
talking. Look, I'm a busy man. You know what I mean? I
hear you. Same here. Let me paint this picture for you, Kobe. This is why, this is one of the most harmful and hateful things
Africa
that Donald Trump has done. Huh?
No, it seems like the chat's confused why I brought up Africa. I brought up Africa because
it was a dog whistle chat. It was a dog whistle. We're still teaching him. We're still teaching him. And the last guy didn't read the chat at all. Kobe, you read the chat the entire time. Lock in, bud. Holy smokes. All right. So let me paint this picture for you. What's happening with our farmers right now?
Our farmers?
Mm-hmm.
Their heads are above water right now. Underwater, I'd say.
Exactly. Because of what?
Because they're feeling the effects of tariffs, but
exactly because they're not selling what to who.
They're not selling their exports to their exporters.
Mainly what to what country? Do you know?
What would we sell to Argentina? Let me think.
No, not Argentina.
Oh,
I'll give it to you. Soybeans to China. Actually, last quarter they sold zero. There was zero soybeans sold from American farmers to China, which prior to Trump's trade war, China was the biggest importer of soybeans from the United States. So our farmers sold massive amounts of soybeans to China. And so Trump started that trade war, right? And so China said, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to go find another partner. Now, at the same time.
Actually, I do know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. You see, also, excuse me for that. You can probably tell my head's all over the place. But like I said last time, right, or yesterday when I called, I'm involved in finance. So I do understand. I do know about that, but I don't know why I blanked on that. And my boss probably wouldn't be too happy if he heard that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but, exactly. Yeah. So not only is Trump giving, well, technically he's committed $20 billion, but he said that he would give the current president of Argentina an additional $20 billion if he wins re-election. So that's where the $40 billion comes from. But with keeping Argentina afloat with that money that he's sending their government, Argentina has turned around and made a direct deal with China to sell them soybeans. So
I think that's a short-term play. Right there.
It's short-term, long-term, it's still hurting American farmers. So literally American farmers. So there's no pressure for China to come back to the table with American farmers because they found another exporter of soybeans,
and so
is Argentina, which Argentina is being propped up by Trump. Instead of Trump actually helping the American farmers, they're helping the competition. That's the problem.
So help the American farmers by caving in on what he's basically been setting up for the past, how many months now? 6 months?
I guess, but also he could even give them government subsidies, right?
If anything, that'll hurt our economy even more. It'll be a short-term gain for the farmers.
But see, this is the problem.
People that work.
Did you know that legacy farmers, there was a large amount of legacy farmers that had to sell their farms under Trump's first administration because his first tariff war with China?
I don't understand how. I don't see how a plot of land would have to just because they couldn't maintain their
because Trump put in all of those actual tariffs, and that caused China to back off and stop importing. And a lot of those legacy farmers couldn't sustain their farms anymore, and so they had to sell to those big farms. And when they sold to those big farms, guess what the big farms did? They turned around and they raised prices to the grocery stores, and voila, that's why grocery prices went up. It's all connected. But then with them going out of business, when Joseph Robinette Biden got in office, he implemented additional government subsidies that actually help keep those farms afloat and then give them other different ways to generate revenue, right? Like energy type of deals where they could actually they could turn to energy farms and all this other stuff, right? But then as soon as Donald Trump got in office, day one, he immediately stopped those subsidies to farmers. And so farmers who had either products that they specifically had contracts to grow, they were given contracts that, hey, I need you to grow corn. And they got a government contract to grow corn. And then they were supposed to sell this corn that they grew to the government. It immediately stopped. So they didn't get the money for the stuff that they actually grew, right? And so they've been hurting ever since then. So Donald Trump cut off those subsidies. And so now those farmers, the ones that still left, they're hurting. And again, Donald Trump is literally turning around and saying, hey, instead of giving you an olive branch, I'm going to help your competition to make sure China doesn't have to come back to you and buy your product.
I obviously, I think a lot of Trump's chess moves, it may seem one way 1 minute and another way the next minute. I forget
Trump
what
doesn't
that
play
sort of
chess though. Trump plays tic-tac-toe on a Monopoly board. Like, that's what he does. He plays tic-tac-toe on a Monopoly board. He has no idea what's happening.
I actually want to find my computer because there's a statistic that I want. How did it get up here? All right.
While you do that, real quick, W's in the chat for Rami. W's in the chat for Rami. Rami sent a $9.99 super chat to say Argentina has a lithium in the Tripoli frontier. I don't know what that is. Also, one of the biggest, frontier. Sorry, I said frontier. Tripoli frontier. Oh, okay. Also, one of the biggest water reserves. UD. What's UD?
I have no clue.
And up to 3 specific areas, and also Israel's working along with us in tallying Iver the water. I'm not sure what you're trying to telling Iver the water. I don't know what you mean with that. I appreciate it though. W's in the chat for you for the super chat, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Also, W's in the chat for the leftist who sent a $5 super chat. Says chess moves. Only MAGA would think dementia. I'm not gonna say that. Something-minded old man is a genius as he plays decorator at the White House during the government shutdown. Absolutely. W's in the chat for the leftists. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Timothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. We are only looking for some debates. Angel, are you a Trump supporter? Angel, are you a Trump supporter? Angel Harvey, are you a Trump supporter? All right, I'm gonna drop you down.
So I see he approved 20 billion. That could expand to 40.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If the president wins re-election.
Yeah, you did say that.
Hey, how do you feel about Donald Trump starting a new war?
Whoa. Didn't he just end one?
No.
He did. Come on.
He didn't.
He brought some people to the table that probably wouldn't have been at.
There was a ceasefire peace agreement that was in place before Joseph Robinette Biden left office. Donald Trump convinced Bibi Netanyahu to not sign the deal, extended the actual war. More life was lost, and in the end, Joe Biden got back 140 hostages, and Donald Trump got back 28. And so there's that. But anyway, he's getting ready to start a war with Venezuela.
So what, Venezuela, they aren't happy with what we did with their ship? No.
Venezuela has actually been trying to negotiate with Trump. I think he just wants to allegedly, my speculation is, I don't have any facts to prove this. Got to be, really specific. I said, I think he wants to overthrow the government regime, but
really,
so Venezuela has been trying to negotiate with Trump, and they offered the United States a majority stake in their gold mine, in their rare mineral mine, in their oil, and they offered to cut all ties with China and Russia. And Trump said no, and then moved 10% of our Navy and Air Force off the coast of Venezuela, while at the same time, there's 10,000 troops in the area now, and they have moved different stealth fighters, different helicopters, different they moved this the ship they call the Ghost, which is a ship that is made for stealth, and it blends in, so it's really hard to see. All of this is lined up, and it's all off the coast of Venezuela right now. He's getting ready to start a war with Venezuela.
Well, you see, I don't really know enough about that. I mean, I'm looking at some tweets here, but I don't really know.
You know who broke that news for me?
Who?
Chat, you will never believe who broke that news for me, and I had to go look it up to make sure that it was like a real thing. Fucking Jesse Waters.
Who that?
You don't know who Jesse Waters is? From Fox
clearly
News?
I don't know a lot of people. Oh. I'm not like I don't really pay attention to like news outlets that much, like broadcasting.
Yeah, Jesse Waters broke the news. Apparently they had the Trump administration gave him like a direct line of information about it.
Bro, this is hilarious. Everyone's like, "What? How do you know this chick?" Bro, I work. I don't sit down and like watch like Fox News or like I just get my.
I don't watch Fox News either. That's why when Jesse Waters said, I said, "Hold on, I gotta go fact check this."
Does guess who's this Rocks Fox? Can this Rocks Fox Antifa person come
stop
up?
Reading the chat.
No.
Only Trump supporters. You're barely up here. How are you gonna invite somebody else up? You're barely up here, Kobe. You can't invite somebody else up.
All right. Well, okay. Last thing I'm gonna read. Sorry.
Stop reading the chat.
Mom, get educated guests. Trust me, babe.
Stop it, Kobe. W's in the chat for Fallen, who sent a $4.20 YouTube super chat to say, love you cooking MAGA while I grind WWE 2K25. I haven't played like a actual wrestling game in like years, and it's such a long time. That's wild. And fucking massive W's in the chat for Rami, who sent $100 super chat to say, I'm sorry, I was saying that Argentina has the biggest water reserve, and the U.S. is looking after the water reserve and lithium already, sending troops to set up entry aspects placed in Argentina. Israel, along with the U.S., is already taking over the water reserve. Thank you. First and foremost, fucking thank you for the $100 super chat. And that's wild. I didn't know that.
That's like, a lie.
That makes sense, but I didn't know that.
That's not true. No, Brazil has the largest water reserve. That's a lie. It's not Argentina.
It didn't say that they have he didn't say the largest. He has a big water reserve.
Oh, I was gonna say they're not even like in the top like 5, but yeah.
I'll fact check that. Anyway, so how do you feel about Donald Trump possibly starting a new war?
I highly doubt he's gonna start a new war, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, that sounds pretty warish to me, right?
Yeah, like I said, like you know, I would like to take your word for it, but at the same time, I'd like to do a little bit more research on it. Can we speak about another topic that maybe,
Sure. Let's talk about something else. How do you feel about Donald Trump tonight having his $1 million plate dinner?
Didn't he also say a slur slipped out or something during the conference? Apparently he said something. You never read. God, your chat is really annoying me. Didn't he
fucking focus, Kobe?
How do I clear display again? All right, it's gone. Didn't he say something pretty bad today or something like that? I didn't.
He says something bad every day, Kobe. You have to be specific.
No, he said something that was, I mean, obviously, granted, he does say a lot that he shouldn't say as president, but I'm pretty sure he's referencing someone in the Venezuela administration, and he used a term that he probably shouldn't have used. So
he said, "You don't want to fuck with us."
Oh, okay, that's what he said. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
That's
W's in the chat for Valerie. Valerie sent a $10 super chat to say, AKA, which woman on YouTube? Oh, okay. Which woman on YouTube? I appreciate you. W's in the chat for you. Thank you so much for that $10 donation, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTubes, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. And if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Get in the box. If you can focus and you won't read the chat, get in the box if you're a Trump supporter.
I promise. I'm gonna focus. Okay,
Kobe.
What else? What else? I mean, how do you not get bored of this? Number one, I mean, you're like,
you know why I don't get in. You know why I don't get bored with this.
Okay, let me ask you.
Want to know why?
Hold
on. This is why I don't get bored with this.
Because what, you want to put people like me in there?
Hostile government takeover. I want to talk about it, but I'll be late for work.
We're literally in a hostile government takeover, and like if I don't talk about it, then nobody else. Like my chat depends on me to talk about this stuff and to stay up to date on it, and so I have to. Like I'm here for my chat. We're in the middle of a hostile government takeover.
So look, why has the conservative probably why has the conservative party turned into the party of logic?
What logic?
Common sense.
Donald Trump doesn't believe in science.
You guys don't believe in science.
RFK Jr. said that circumcisions is linked to autism.
Okay, RFK is not. I don't even think he's qualified to be in the position that he's in.
He's not. But see, that's the thing. Donald Trump keeps putting these people that aren't qualified into these positions.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you're a billionaire and you've come from money. That's usually how things go. But
what does that have to do with him putting unqualified people around him?
Because usually people that come from a background of making money, they put unqualified. They get.
Oh, you mean nepotism?
I mean, sure, you can.
Yeah, I mean, we do understand that. Like, literally, he put Jared Kushner in his administration in his first term, and Jared Kushner made billions and didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he continues to actually make billions off the Saudi government today because of his connection with Trump. Like, did you see that? Who's the president that Donald Trump was talking to another foreign leader a couple of days ago, and told the foreign leader that he needed to connect with his sons and talk to his sons about whatever they were talking about. Like literally, Donald Trump believes in nepotism and continues to put these incompetent.
Sure, I believe in.
You know, Don Jr. is on that booger sugar, right?
Whoa, come on now. Let's not bring up. He's definitely not worse than. He's definitely not worse than Hunter.
He's definitely worse than Hunter.
Nah.
Now Hunter did that hard rock, but Don Jr. is on that booger sugar.
And that's all we know. You see, if you're doing that hard rock, you're definitely doing.
But no, like Don Jr. was at the launching of one of SpaceX rockets and had to take a bump just to watch the rocket go up. But Trump wants him to talk to like international leaders. Joe Biden wasn't trying to have Hunter work with international leaders, was he?
You'd be surprised how many people actually do that and are in.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know how many people do it.
Yeah, well, a lot more than even you can imagine. The people that you probably trust your life. I wouldn't say trust your life with, but the people that you look up to and your party, they definitely indulge. Now, okay, back to what I was saying. So why is the Republican Party now turned into the party that just wants to reserve common sense?
They're not. Hold on one second. Tracy, are you a Trump supporter? Tracy, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I just accidentally tapped.
Okay, no worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll drop you down.
How that happened.
No worries. Thank you, Tracy.
Bye.
Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana. We are only looking for some debates. Hey,
Sparring with Santana. You see that's catchy, man. You see that's good. I like what you did there. You know what I mean? I caught myself. I was in the gym with a couple buddies of mine, and I was humming that. It's pretty funny. Anyways. Yeah, the party, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I really just don't get this whole the agenda's just gone a little bit too far left. And I know you guys don't like this word, but you guys are a little bit too woke, okay? It's a little bit too much.
Can you define woke?
I mean, I don't even think there's a set definition for it, to be honest.
There is. Hey, You don't know this because you know you're not really in touch with your roots when it comes to like being here. I get, you know, but did you know that woke was a colonized word? Like woke used to be used by black people
in black
white
communities.
people. Yeah, and white people colonized the word woke and started using it as a negative thing.
Well,
like black people used to tell each other, "Stay woke."
I'm not referencing that term in that sort of context.
Right, and I'm saying it was colonized.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I think okay. Let's see the whole. I think the progressive movement is progressed a little bit too. This whole rhetoric is just it's really it's gone out of hand. All right.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I saw. Actually, let me bring this up.
Kobe.
So I saw.
Kobe.
Oh, you do actually?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Wait, I mean, like, why the hell should we give everybody like universal health care and give everybody like free education and like make sure people have access to food? Like, why the fuck would we want to do that? That's way too progressive for me. So
there was a video of a Congress hearing, and this it was a woman who was the CEO of this governmental website. Blanking on what her name was, but there was a post that went up, right? And allegedly their whole agenda is to spread awareness on the LGBTQ plus,
Okay.
And she was questioned during this hearing on what XE and EX mean. And she didn't know. And she was questioned on most, I think she was questioned on 6 or 7 of these quote unquote pronouns. And she didn't know. Christy
Nome is the
Christy Nome, is that what her name was? I'm gonna look up the video.
No. Christy, God damn it, Kobe.
Sorry.
You gotta know stuff before we have conversations, Kobe.
Well, no, I come on.
Christy Nome, the head of the Homeland Security, didn't know what God damn it, what was it?
You see, we forget things sometimes.
Because you say stuff and you just like fucking throw me off.
I know.
No, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You like it blows my mind that you don't know.
The video. Let me find the video and you find what you're finding. Hold on, because I actually want you to watch this. Can we put this on for everyone, please? Come on. We put video.
Habeas corpus, yes. Christy Nome didn't know what habeas corpus was, and she's the head of Homeland Security. What's the point of what you're trying to say, Kobe? I'm so confused as far as what's happening right now.
The point is her being like practically it's a government website, and I'm pretty sure it's left leaning, obviously, and the CEO of this company who obviously oversees all these posts and educational information that goes out. She didn't even know what half of these pronouns were. I think that's pretty. So we're throwing out pronouns just to quote unquote educate people, and the people that are throwing them out there don't even know what they are. Don't you think that's pretty? And what we're talking about.
Why do you care so much about like?
Why do I care? Because I want to know what.
No. Listen to the full question, Kobe. Listen to the full question. Why do you care so much about what people want to be identified as?
Because I mean, okay.
Like genuinely, if someone says that, hey, my pronouns are, or I prefer to be called, like, why does that matter so much?
Because I think there's like, if you progressively like open the door to some things, you continuously, like, there would never really be an end. There was also another video of this biological man.
What do you mean there'll never be an end?
Well, I'll get into that after this. And this.
I don't want to go down transphobia avenue. Like, I don't want to do that.
No, it's not transphobia. It's not transphobia. There was a man who transitioned to a woman, and she posted a video online. She posted a video online. See, I'm using the correct pronouns there. And she said, although I am biologically male but identify as a woman. She said I identify as a woman, but wait, no, did he say that?
Kobe, I'm not understanding what any of this has to do with anything. Like, take a minute. Take a minute, Kobe. Take a minute. Collect your thoughts. I'm going to read off a couple of thank yous. You collect yourself. W's in the chat for Betty, who sent $2 Canadian, and say science is like baby Jesus saved the world. Oh wait, science like how baby Jesus saved the world. Yes, that's absolutely what they believe in. W's in the chat for Emily said how much to kick Kobe. I don't know, Emily. Chat.
Come on, please. I'll match whatever you're gonna pay to kick me to stay. I just want to play these 2 videos and I'll leave.
Chat, do we want to start a kick fun for Kobe? I'll leave it up to the chat. Chat.
All right, wait, can I just play these videos?
Hold on, Kobe. Slow down. There. Put a 3 in the chat if you guys want to start a kick fun for Kobe. Put a 3 in the chat if you want to start a kick fun for Kobe. Put a 1 if you want to keep him. Put a 3 in the chat if you want to start a kick fun for Kobe. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to keep him. W's in the chat for Jennifer. For Feisty. Feisty sent a $25 donation saying, I appreciate you. Breathe. Feisty, it's hard sometimes. These people are massive W's in the chat for Feisty. Thank you so much for that $25 donation. There's a lot of 3s.
So it was the company or the website's called 23andMe.
Wait, they say permaban.
No, come on.
Oh, they're trying to permaban you, Kobe. Chat, I don't know if we should permaban him. The only person we have permaban is Liam.
Who's that?
He's the worst.
Okay, good. Because I don't know.
Kay, wait. Kay, is that for the permaban? Is that what you're thinking?
Santana, come on, please. Can I just play this video?
Just hold on for a second, because like the chat is really not feeling this, and I've never heard them. Oh yeah, Zach too, but we didn't have to permaban Zach. We just told him to fuck off. Even YouTube is saying permaban. Holy shit!
Oh, you guys really hate me. I'm not like
All right.
Again.
Okay. So apparently it's 200 to drop, 500 for a permaban.
200 to drop 5. Wait, what does that mean?
200 to drop, 500 for a permaban.
Okay, wait. Can I play the video until we get
in the chat for Desta, who said permaban because you can't reason with stupid. Holy smokes! I've never heard the chat request a permaban anyone. I didn't say you were. I'm just reading off what they said. All right, guys. I guess that's what it is. 200 to drop, 500 for a permaban. Go. Did you collect yourself, Kobe?
I did. Okay, so the company or the website is called 23andMe's. Okay, and the founder of the company posted a graphic of, I believe, 1, 2, 3, so about like 12 to 15 pronouns in an attempt to educate both their followers and their employees, and I guess just to put it out there. This is the video. Just listen, please. Wait. Let me just
wait. Tell me again. You said this is what?
This was a Congress hearing.
By who? What was the CEO's name?
The CEO's name, it just says 23andMe founder. Let's see what her name is. 23andMe
founder?
23andMe, yeah. Her name is Ann Wojcicki. Yeah.
I got it right here. And what was she meeting in front of Congress for?
She was in front of Representative Brandon Gill. Now, I'm pretty sure he has a reputation. I've seen him on multiple different occasions. And I guess he was making the point that I'm pretty much trying to make here about the left and their agenda. Okay, let's just play the video here, if you don't mind.
A tweet that you guys put out in June of 2021. I just want to ask you, what does E mean as a pronoun? It's E.
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know what M means as a pronoun?
I'm also not sure.
Okay. Don't you think it's important to know?
Okay. Cut that off for a second because I have questions. Mm-hmm. I'm so confused as far as why this matters, because looking up what the testimony was about, this was on January 10th, 2025. This has nothing to do with what you said it had to do about. Do you know why she was in front of Congress?
No, well, I'm just saying this specific sort of cameo of that hearing is what.
But like none of like you're misrepresenting, like everything that you said is
well,
misrepresenting what actually happened. Yeah, I know, but like hold on. Listen to me, Kobe. You told me the point of this video was someone that was connected with the government, that was fully, like a front-facing connection with the government, did not know what pronouns were.
No, the website itself is
23andMe has nothing to do with the United States government.
It does. He explains it at the end of the video. I'm telling you, he explains
23andMe is a individual company. They literally, the reason why 23andMe, why they brought them for the testimony on June 10th, 2025, is because they wanted to address the concerns over data privacy. I'm sorry, over user data privacy during the company bankrupt proceedings. Like that's the only reason, is because literally people who had submitted their DNA through 23andMe, they were worried that the actual information was going to be sold and leaked. So that's what that was about. This has nothing to do with what you're saying. Like, I think you're completely confused.
I'm not. Well, so can we listen to the video, and at the end he kind of wraps it all together?
I don't think so. I don't think the video is worth it. Again, I think we're going like way too far off.
Why? This also has everything to do with what I was talking about.
Also, just hold on for a second. W's in the chat for Feisty, who sent a $50 donation towards the kick/ban. W's in the chat for Cindy, who sent a $2.22 towards the kick/ban.
W's.
Yeah, guys, what we are going to do. Give me a second here. Yeah, I'll tell you what we're gonna do when we get to the end. Let's say that. I need you to make a point though.
My point is going to like. So can I not play the? I mean, we listened to like 10
No,
seconds.
we don't want to play the video because one, the video is harmful, but also two, like like the premise behind the video
Isn't it more harmful
the
the fact that she doesn't know? It's a.
She's a 23andMe founder. Like again, this has nothing to do with the government. I don't care if she knows pronouns or not knows pronouns. Like, again, my questions
don't think it's harmful for someone
my
to be putting
questions.
Information that they don't.
She's a 23andMe founder. This has nothing. She's not teaching. She's not connected with the government. Again, yeah, it's a private company. This has nothing to do with, like, what does it matter? I'm so confused as far as what you're trying to get across with this. Like, if you would have told me that, like AOC didn't know what pronouns were, or someone that's a leader of the Democratic Party, they didn't know what pronouns were, then like, okay, cool, we can have a conversation. But this has nothing to do with anything.
Well, the video was basically speaking about, and their company also, I think they researched this as well, like the impact that not knowing these pronouns that they have on trans people, right? That's one of the studies. That's one of the studies. That's one of the studies.
I'm still so confused. Hey, Kobe, what percent of the population does transgender people make up?
I'd say 20%.
Holy shit, Kobe! You think transgender people make up 20% of the population?
No, I'd say probably 7%.
You think 7%. Transgender people make up 7% of the population?
Well, let's see.
It sounds like you're typing and looking it up. Good.
Well, yeah, now I am looking it up. Yeah.
What does it say?
I'm not gonna be disingenuous. Oh, wow.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, hold on. It's around. Okay, well, it's giving me. I just like an overall answer here. Overall estimate. Okay.
It's less than 1% of the population.
Well, that's for ages over 13.
It's less than 1% of the U.S. population. Transgender people are less than 1% of the population, and for some reason, the MAGA, not for some reason, because it's intentional, right? You guys, for some reason, believe that less than 1% of the population is somehow like a boogeyman. Did you know that Donald Trump spent $215 million in his campaign on disinformation around transgender people?
Isn't this disinformation?
What?
Isn't what this woman putting out? I mean, in a way, isn't it?
I have no idea what the 23andMe founder is talking about, but the fucking president of the United States of America in his campaign,
she made a claim that amongst trans people,
the president of the United States of America spent $215 million in his campaign to tell lies about transgender people. That doesn't concern you?
I mean, in what way did he do that?
By spending $215 million on disinformation around transgender ads.
What type of disinformation? Like I'm saying,
by telling lies.
This person,
like telling lies, like saying that.
Yeah, go on. What type of lies? What lies?
Telling lies, like saying that, quote unquote, men are dominating women's sports. Did you know that Donald Trump has more? Did you know that Donald Trump has more credible essay accusations than there are transgender? Hold on, listen, focus. Donald Trump has more credible essay allegations than there are transgender people playing in the NCAA. Did you know that?
Okay, so I may, sure, I did not know that, but I may get some heat for this. But to be completely honest, have you lost a loved one recently, or maybe in the last like 10, 15 years, or maybe when you were a kid? Okay. Do you remember when it happened, like approximately?
My grandfather passed away a year ago.
Okay, a year ago. What about maybe let's go a little bit farther back. Maybe it's any type of traumatic experience have you gone through? Like, would you like if it was brought up to your attention, would you remember that said date?
I'm confused as far as why you're trying to have me relive my trauma.
Because I wouldn't actually. I apologize. Number one, and number two, I'm the point I'm trying to make here is the reason why I don't necessarily I don't want to use respect. The reason why I don't trust the accounts of Eugene Carroll is because
her name's not Eugene.
It's how do you pronounce it? I want to be respectful. How do you pronounce it?
You don't know her name, and you're about to try to talk about
Eugene Carroll.
Kobe, don't be a grape apologist.
I'm not. But
you know what's
at the same time we do have to realize
you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
It happens a lot where people.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Like because Trump supporters quite often try to for some reason downplay Eugene Carroll's claim and the fact that she proved that Donald Trump raped her. I don't even really talk about that because you guys have like all these loops that you try to jump through and say, oh well, what about this, what about that? You know what I like to talk about? I like to talk about his ex-wife, his first wife, in the divorce decree actually put out that Donald Trump raped her and pulled her hair out, and then the next day came to her and said, did it hurt? I don't even want to talk about Eugene Carroll. I'll talk about Donald Trump's ex-wife, the one that is now deceased, in the divorce decree put in there that Trump raped her and pulled her hair out. Like, it's so weird that you guys, for some reason, try to defend Trump and him being he's literally.
I'm not defending.
But literally, the reason why.
Sorry, go on.
Why was Donald Trump found to have raped Eugene Carroll? Like, why did that come about?
To be honest, I really don't know because the accounts.
Sure, it's because Donald Trump couldn't stop running his fat mouth. The reason why E. Jean Carroll proved that Donald Trump raped her is because Donald Trump kept trash talking her. He wouldn't stop trash talking her, and she sued him for defamation. And part of her suing him for defamation was that she had to prove that he raped her.
She sued him for defamation of character?
Yes.
She sued him.
Yes.
What?
That's how it came about. Donald Trump wouldn't stop running his mouth. She sued him for defamation. They went to court. They said, "Oh, you have to prove what you're saying is true," and she proved that he raped her.
So you're saying Trump basically was
Trump screwed Trump. Yes, he does that all the time. That's why they won't release. That's why he ran on releasing the Epstein files, and now people want him to release the Epstein files, and he doesn't want to release them because he's in the Epstein files. Trump screwed Trump.
I find it. I mean, the consistency from her testimony during trial to like her book and
how many jurors were there?
How many jurors? 12?
No, 9.
Oh,
there were 9 jurors. What was the decision?
It was a unanimous decision.
It was a unanimous decision that Donald Trump essayed E. Jean Carroll. Do you know why they classified it as essay instead of grape?
No, actually I don't.
Because at that time in New York City, there had to be a clear understanding of a male member penetrating a female, right? And so she didn't know if Donald Trump used his member or his digits. And since she didn't know, then it was classified as essay. Since then, New York has changed the actual wording and saying any penetration of a woman would be considered rape.
I see.
So that's the only reason they didn't. And the judge has gone on record and said, yes, Donald Trump raped her. And if this was a criminal case, then yes, he would have been found guilty. The judge said that.
I mean, look, the reason why so obviously I went into this sort of non-biased because again, I'm not like a Trump fanboy. I'm a conservative that happened to vote for Trump. So looking into a case like this, I'm not going to favor someone I don't really like. But at the same time, I do acknowledge that this, happens multiple times where, women come out. And again, I'm not, sort of defending the men that,
yeah, I need you to take a pause, Kobe. Take a pause. W's in the chat for Andrew. Andrew sent a $5 donation saying, ban fund. Kobe needs to go back to concentrating on breathing and thinking at the same time. W's in the chat for Andrew for the $5. That means we're up to $57.22 for the kick/ban fund. Also, W's in the chat for Marie, who sent a $4.99 super chat to say, the absolute unmitigated ADHD. I can't say that word online, Kobe. I recommend it. I take the A. W's in the chat for Virillion, who sent a $5 donation to say 23andMe is a genetic information company. It doesn't have anything to do with social languages. Exactly. W's in the chat for Leah, who sent a $5 super chat to say, I don't think he knows what 23andMe does. Add to the fund to ban. Absolutely. W's in the chat. That's $62.22. W's in the chat for my BFF Shogun. I don't want to say that word on live, but my BFF, who became a member over on the tube. And W's in the chat for Taro, who sent a $5 super chat to say, be respectful and STFU about losing loved ones. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. W's in the chat for all the gifters. Guys, if anyone else would like to support live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Kobe, I need you to make a succinct argument about Donald Trump, and how about we talk about what he is doing today?
Today?
Yeah, like present day, like the harmful stuff that he's doing present day.
I would like to talk about that, sure. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this tariff sort of agenda that he's pushing is going to be eventually for the greater good, although that may sound a bit backwards because of how it's affecting our like national debt day to day. I think like in the long term, it will drastically, help our economy, and hopefully this is why like I honestly I don't agree with. I think it's hard nowadays, like with the 4-year terms, and without what's the word? Continuity. I don't know if I said that right. Continuity. Thank you. I think it's hard to like. I mean, don't you think like when you have like one party in power for X amount of years and then another party in power for X amount of years, I feel like honestly, like our national debt levels will never really decrease.
It's because Republicans spend so much money.
I mean, liberals used to. I know that's not relevant. They used to spend a lot of money.
Yeah. It's interesting. I agree with you. Like, continuity is the issue. Here, I want to show you something. This is something.
Look, Santana, I'm not like, I'm not arrogant. Okay. I'm gonna, and I do have to rethink this whole Eugene Carroll thing. Okay. I'll take that back. Eugene, sorry.
I want to show you something. Look at this. So this is the actual growth and I'm sorry, let me read this out. It's backwards. Hold on. Let me flip the camera. Sorry guys, 1 second. Let me take a go. Oh, not that one. Hold on. Mirror. Okay, turn that off. So this is the job growth is greater under Democratic presidents. We can talk about the actual, this is the growth under the last couple of presidents, right? So we take a look at the growth under the blue is we'll start from the side with Reagan. Look at the job growth under Reagan, the job growth under Bush, the job growth under Clinton, the job growth under Bush Jr., the job growth under Obama, the negative job growth under Trump, and then the job growth under Biden, right? So literally, and we already know that Donald Trump has been on a warpath as far as firing so many people. Like the last time we had more unemployed people than we had jobs, it's when Trump was in office, right? So Donald Trump and Republicans are bad for business as a whole. And that's the point that I'm trying to get across.
Well, I don't think we should underestimate Trump's knowledge of how his understanding of how money flows and how the economy works. And I think what he's trying to do is obviously like, although obviously it's going to benefit him and maybe his inner circle, but at the same time, I think he does keeps the country's best interest our heart as well.
Name one thing that he's done that's been overwhelmingly beneficial for everyday Americans.
I'm like, wait, hold on.
I'll let you think about it. Give me a second. W's in the chat for Deanna, who sent a $5 donation towards the says for the band fund, fair weather conditions. I know that's right. That means we are up to 67.22. W's in the chat for Rami, who sent a $9.99 YouTube super chat to say to whoever said in the chat that women lie about being great, are all hundreds of thousands of women lying? Please send to the fund to kick also. Absolutely. I'll send that as well. W's in the chat Rami. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Also, Desta sent a $5 super chat to say, I can't read that name for the person. And I both agree the guest wants to be Santana. I don't know what a woofy is. Wife? Woofy? W-A-I-F. What? I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna look that word up. And if I look that word up, corn better not come up. A fictional female character, typically from an anime, manga, or a video game, who's someone who feels romantic or affectionately attracted. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it's a Japanese word that relates to wife. Got it. I'm already married, Kobe. So
I'm back. What?
I have a wife.
Why are you sorry? Oh,
I'm married.
Hey, come on.
Taken. I'm already.
I don't play for that side.
Don't do it, Kobe. Don't do it. All right, Kobe. Name one thing that Donald Trump has done that's overwhelmingly beneficial for everyday Americans.
Well, upon doing research, because yes, I did look it up because I wanted to be informed about it. His
all that.
NAFTA, huh?
I was saying, yep, all that.
All that. No, wait, come on. Wait.
Why do you keep muting yourself?
Oh, I was getting a call from like my coworker. Honestly, dude, it's Friday, man. All right, I'm not really, it's Friday. Okay, clocked out 5 hours ago. Here, let's look at this. Okay, so, you made me lose it, man. Come on. Okay, his changes to NAFTA.
You mean the USMCA?
No, not the, yes, the UMCA, yes, but specifically his changes to NAFTA.
He didn't make changes to NAFTA, like NAFTA sunset, and he implemented the USMCA. Right. And then once he got back in office, he said whoever negotiated that deal was an idiot. And now he started a trade war with Mexico and Canada, even though we had the USMCA in place.
Hold on.
He literally said whoever negotiated that deal was an idiot, and he negotiated that deal.
Well, I think you're specifically speaking to certain things that are contingent in that deal that maybe he didn't.
It was his deal.
A direct. Well, we can both recognize that he doesn't, he doesn't oversee everything. What a pass. He doesn't oversee every little fine line in each deal that's passed.
Chad, is this real?
I'm really shocked. UNC is playing. But look, hey, come on. I just said, I brought up NAFTA, and he made some key changes there, in 2020. And
I agree, Kay.
What did she say? Tell me. You don't want to tell me because it's probably very offensive, but I got some thick skin. No.
That was rough, chat. Kobe, you need to get medicated. W's in the chat for Allison for the $1 donation saying, you owe me some Tylenol. I do. I owe the entire chat Tylenol for that one. Yes, he was black. Yes, he was absolutely black. That's the only reason he was up here for so long. Yes, it was hard. Right? Yes. OMG. All right, chat. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're we're going to reset one more time. Reset one more time and see if we can get any more Trump supporters in here. If not, I'm going to call it a night. Call it a night and you know, go have me some whiskey. Not going to hold you. Not going to hold you. So I'm going to hit a restart real quick. Guys, go to my main page really quick for like 15 seconds. Go to my main page for like 15 seconds. I posted a bunch of cool new videos today, but I want you guys to see the one video that I made. It's about Donald Trump's lies. It's about Donald Trump's lies. That one's really good. Also, the one about Mitch McConnell yesterday was really good too, if you guys saw it. So, all right, we're gonna hit a quick restart. We're gonna hit a quick restart. We'll be back in like 10 seconds. When we come back, guys, you know, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let's do everything that we can possibly do to get more Trump supporters in here so we can actually get some debates. When we get back, you know, guys, I need you guys to spam the chat with your favorite, like, MAGA phrase, whether it's bass fishing, Bass Pro Shop fishing, or, you know, America, or whatever the case may be. We're going to hit a quick restart. Also, really quick, W's in the chat for the leftists who sent a $20 super chat to say, I can take a breath again. This dude is a perfect example of MAGA brain. Hit him with the facts, and instead of listening, he just searches online for anything that he can use to keep their brains from actually reflecting on reality. Holy shit. Yes. Yes. W's in the chat for the leftists overall of YouTube. All right, guys. We're going to hit a quick restart and we'll try one more time. If you're over on YouTube, hit the like, stay on the stream. Let me find someone for you guys to watch real quick. And then we'll be right back. Also, make sure you hit the follow button over on YouTube. We're so close to 10,000 followers over on, or 10,000 subs over on YouTube. If you're not subscribed over on YouTube.
Yellow?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a Trump supporter?
I would say I am. I'm not like, I know you started off with, you know, what's the one thing that you like about Trump? I can't really, I'm not a huge proponent of his, like, I disagree with some things, you know, but you can kind of steer it. Well, first of all, is this like a debate or is it?
It's a debate.
Okay. Do you guys have rules?
You would just have to be for Trump, and you just got to tell me why.
Game, facts type lies get left in chain. One wrong word get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah, step in if you dare. Truth hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed.
Step in.
Don't you wanna sparring with Santana? I don't care.
If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Everybody else tap the screen. Do the things. Tap the screen. Let's knock out the daily gift goal. It's a little pink car.
That ain't power, that's force.
I'm the
test, the trap, the trip, the call.
Hey.
You slip once, I'm snatching it all.
Hey.
Step in if you dare. Hit hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. Yeah. One wrong move get cooked real quick.
No cap, no shield.
Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana. Step in if you care. Get hard like a punch in the air. Ain't no rules, no plan, no script. One wrong move, get cooked real quick. No cap, no shield. Better know your stuff or you get revealed. Step in, don't you wanna sparring with Santana. Yeah. This ain't your safe place.
Hey.
This is flame space. Step in, don't you wanna
sparring with Santana. What's going on, chat? Lock in with me. Chat, tap the screen, share the live. We're going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to the little 1 cent gift goals. Let's knock these out a couple of times. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald, Timothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates, guys. Please do not. Trump is doing a good job. Oh, okay, sure. Come tell me about it. Come tell me about it. Ben, come tell me about it. I'm going to send you a request. And guess what, Ben? I'm also going to mute you in the chat because, hey, you get center stage, Ben. Like, you're the star of the show. Why would you want to talk in the chat? No, Ben, that wouldn't do you any justice. Come up. I sent you a request. Come up and tell me about the great job that Trump is doing, because I don't think he is. I just, like, genuinely, I want to know. I want to know. Do you really care? Because I don't think you care. I don't think MAGA actually cares. Creatine, are you a Trump supporter?
Yo, what's up?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I call you a normal name? Do you have a normal name I can call you?
You could just call me Quandale.
Quando?
Quandale.
Quandale.
Yeah.
Can I call you Dale? Because I'm going to mess that up if I have to call you Quandale.
I'd rather you just call me Quandale.
All right, I'll call you Creatine. Creatine, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Creatine. I'm hoping that you prove me wrong. I have a feeling already from the short interaction we just had that you're not. But I don't think you really care about any of the things. I think that you guys just voted for hate.
No, you're wrong. I actually voted for monetary gains, not hate. Get that right?
Okay. Monetary gains, how so?
Well, listen, old sport. Trump's the most pro-Bitcoin president we've ever had.
Cryptocurrency is a scam.
Listen. It's my turn to speak. Not your turn yet, okay? Trump, since he won the election.
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. And guess what? I am not playing those games. Hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just an FYI. W's in the chat for Matt. Matt sent a $5 donation saying, love your channel. Matt, thank you so much. I absolutely appreciate you. Thank you, Matt. You're fucking awesome. W's in the chat for Ellie, who sent a $2 super chat to say, please stay on all night, bro. It's been a really rough week. I'll stay on as long as I can, Ellie. I promise. I'll stay on as long as I can. Lisa, W's in the chat for Lisa for the $5 super chat to say, Santana, love your pop-ins at Dean's Live. It brought me here, and your Fifi's considering makes me laugh. I'm glad that you like that. W's in the chat for you. W's in the chat for the other disgusted veteran who sent a $5 super chat to say, I'm a 4th generation military going back to World War I. I want one MAGA to explain to me how I hate America. I really want to know, though, guys. Listen, I know they're not going to be able to explain that. I know for a fact they're not. Absolutely. Guys, W's in the chat for all the donators. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the. I did not mean to bring you back up. Kobe, stop requesting up.
Wait.
All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. And if you're over on YouTube's, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Princess, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to.
No worries. Thank you. Drop you down. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share live again. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent gift goals. It'll help push us out to the FYP and get more traction going. So again, guys, I need you all locked in for me and do the wonderful things. With that being said, oh, the person must have dropped. Oh, here. Sorry. Boom, boom. There we go. There we go. Kobe, you're not coming back up. You're not coming back up. What are we even doing? What are we even doing? You know what? I had the suggestion and I set on this suggestion, but I guess we'll do this. Trump supporters, MAGA. MAGA. Go ahead and request up. And I'll play a bit of Russian roulette. I will let you pick the topic. So if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box and you can come up and we can debate whatever you want. You pick the topic. Not my topic, your topic. Your topic. Now, please know your topic.
Yo,
I'm
what's
not
up, man?
calling you by your full username. What can I call you? Like, what's the actual name?
You can call me Joe.
Joe, perfect. Joe, are you a Trump supporter?
Kinda, yeah, I am.
What do you mean, kinda? Your username says Trump is
like, I think that Trump is somewhat good in a sense.
Did you vote for Trump?
No, I wasn't able to vote back then.
Okay. All right. So in what sense do you think Trump is good?
Well, do you want me to like name a couple of executive orders he's done?
Oh, whatever you want to name.
All right. So the first executive order that I like is Executive Order 14292. And what it does is it ends U.S. funding for high-risk pathogen research abroad.
14 what?
14292.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is it ends U.S. funding for high-risk pathogen research abroad, especially in like countries like China or anywhere else. So it's made for the U.S. specifically, and it has higher restrictions and expands oversight so that we don't have like any errors in that field. And so I think that's a good executive order from Trump.
Tell me one more time what you think this executive order does.
Like, I think it makes it so that, you know, there's not much like dangerous research going on abroad. And so it makes it so that risky research is limited in a way. So I think that's good from the Trump administration.
Yeah, it sounds like, and I'm reading through this right now. And the funny thing about Donald Trump's EOs is that they always put a lot of like fat in it, right? It says a bunch of nothing. But I've read through enough of the actual EOs to understand the portions that are really important. So now one thing that I see here, Section 4, secure future research through common sense framework. Within 120 days, the date order, the director of OSTP pursuant to 42 USC 6627 in the conditions with the APNSA and the heads of relevant agencies shall revisit replace the 2024 United States government policy for oversight in dual use of research and concern. So with all that being said, 120 days after when it was signed, because this was signed on May the 5th. What's 120 days after May the 5th?
120 days after May the 5th. I think that's like probably in like November area or something like that. But
1 second here. 120 days after May the 5th is September the 2nd. Okay, cool. So it's already passed, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
what
an
this EO
executive
said,
order. It can't be passed. That's
no.
Congress.
When I say pass, I mean the date has passed. See, this is the
I'm
funny
sorry,
thing
I
about Donald Trump's
misunderstood.
EOs, right? So Donald Trump signs EOs, and the way that he builds them out, the EOs are specifically designed for future tense, not to actually do anything today. So again, the takeaway
Yeah, but
is,
isn't it like enacted right now, per se?
kinda. That's why I said they write it for future tense. So he's saying that all of this had to be revisited within 120 days, and they had to find a new way to move forward with the quote unquote research through common sense framework. So, and then it says within 90 days of this order, the director of OSTP in the condition that I should replace the actual framework. So, with all that being said, this is all contingent on them already having the replacement in place. If they don't have the replacement in place, then none of this has gone away. So, do you have the follow-up of them actually having the replacement in place?
Like, what do you mean by replacement? Like,
They're replacing? They didn't get rid of this, right? They didn't get rid of the actual. It says to improve the safety and security of biological research. So they're not ending biological research abroad. They're saying that they're finding a new structure to replace the
what
biological.
section of the executive
Section 4.
order? Section 4. Okay.
Section 4.
So secure future research through common sense
Yeah, I just
framework.
read that up. For within 120 days of the data ordered, the director of so this section right here talks about the fact that they have to actually find a replacement for this. They weren't just getting rid of it. Like, do you think that makes much sense?
Yeah.
To say,
So isn't a replacement a good thing, or?
Right, and I'm not saying that it isn't, but I'm saying that if they don't have the replacement, then it's not happening. They didn't just end it. They have to have a replacement to replace it. So that's why I said.
Wait,
that's
what
why
do you
I said,
mean by like end it?
Really quick, Joe. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18. What year were you born?
2007.
You were born in 2007.
Yeah.
What month?
February.
February. Okay. All right. Checks out. So the point that I'm making, right, is the executive order. If you read through it, the executive order didn't stop anything immediately. It wasn't like we're just done. The executive order says that we want to replace the international research with basically a research that would benefit the United States instead of benefiting other countries, which I'm not, Joe, I'm not even going to push back on you. Like, that doesn't sound like a horrible idea. But Joe, the question I have, because again, this has been happening with a lot of Donald Trump's EOs, is have they followed up with that actual replacement? Because if they haven't, then nothing has changed, and that EO is
I haven't looked at the data about the replacement yet. I'm just looking at what the executive order says, and you said it yourself. You and I can both agree that that is a pretty good executive order.
No. It's not if it doesn't actually do anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, listen, think about it like this. If I tell you that, like, you tell me you're hungry, right? And I say, Joe, I want to make you a pizza. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm saying, Joe, I'm going to make you a pizza for dinner. And you're like, oh, that's awesome. And then dinner time comes around and there's no pizza. But I talk about that pizza that I wanted to make you. Did I actually fix your hunger problem?
Well, here's the thing. So, like, what you're saying right there is like, you know, you're basically like saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a pizza, but you don't actually make the pizza, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you have like a whole executive branch where people can make sure like the government is basically using the executive branch to execute things. Like you're not going to get people who technically forget about how does this executive order get in place.
You know what I think you're missing though, Joe?
What?
Donald Trump and his administration are performative.
How so?
They don't actually do things. They actually they make a show of everything. Literally. That's the reason why Donald Trump, before he won the election, that's why he played dress up and went and got in, had on an orange vest and got in a garbage truck. That's why he went to McDonald's and pretended to work at McDonald's. That's why he has the National Guard walking around Washington, D.C. and picking up trash when the actual crime rate for Washington, D.C. was actually on a downward trend. It was down by 6%. And Donald Trump has them walking in a serpentine pattern in the safest parts of D.C. It's all for show. That's why Kristi Noem puts on these vests and goes out on these quote unquote ICE raids, and she has a pew and she aims it at people by mistake. It's all performative. That's why when Donald Trump has any type of press conference or anything, he has the big charts with the pictures, and he has the stacks of empty envelopes and just a bunch of white papers. It's all a show. That's Donald Trump. The reason Donald Trump was a billionaire, and he was on the brink of losing his entire fortune until he discovered reality TV, and he was able to make money. And from that point, Donald Trump has turned everything into a show. And what I'm telling you is his executive orders are a show. If there's no actual action behind it, it's a show.
Okay, so first point that you were trying to make. So the garbage situation in the November of the 2024 election, who was president at that time? Joe Biden. So basically what you're saying, right now with the performative stuff going on in the Trump administration, what you're saying is that they're putting the guards into DC, and they're putting the guards into other blue cities like Portland or Chicago. That means he's actually using the executive branch, which you're trying to make the argument he's not trying to use the executive branch and he's just performative. Well, he's using the executive branch from your point of logic, from what I'm hearing. Now, if I'm not getting you, then you can just tell me that. But from what
you're not getting me.
Okay, well, I want you to elaborate, because sometimes I can misunderstand people.
No worries. The point that I'm making is that it's not that Donald Trump isn't making it seem like he's not doing something. The point is, it's a show. So when you actually, let's be hyper specific. If you wanted to address crime, would you go to where the crime is, or would you go to where the crime is not?
Well, I'd go to where the crime is at. I mean,
okay.
Some of the things
okay, hold on. Stay with me for a second. So yes, I agree with you. If I wanted to address crime, I would go to where the crime is. So
I have a question for you. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Stay here with me. If Washington, D.C., year over year, crime is down, and it's down 6%, then why would you target an area where crime is already down instead of going to an area where crime is either higher or on the rise?
Well, first off, the point you're trying to make, with DC, I think that yes, it's true, crime has gone down. There are some areas where crime is still high, which is still.
I was about to get to that next. I promise you, I was about to get to that next.
Okay. I tried to not interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, but what I've noticed in a lot of these states so far, which I don't agree with the Trump administration on this whatsoever, is that states with for example, like Georgia or Alabama, they'll tend to have higher crime rate. Hell, even New York and California, you know, they'll have higher crime rates than states like Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. You know,
it's people.
Well, yeah, but people in certain areas can have.
Yeah, there's not a look at the population of Colorado versus the population of New York.
Well, I'm talking about like percentage wise, like, you know, per 100 people. Like,
if you're talking per capita, then these rural areas, these red areas, have higher rates of crime. Like
higher rates. You must have misunderstood me. I'm not talking about.
I thought you were saying it's like they're down. Okay,
no, you're fine. I didn't say like, you know, the amount of people committing crime. If that were the case, then California would obviously be number one in that scenario. What I'm talking about is like, you know, per capita in a way. So like states like, you know, Mississippi or Alabama or New York or California, they'll tend to have higher crime rates than like Colorado or Utah or Wyoming. And some of that can be linked to like income, college education, whatever you name. But it's just a problem that the U.S. government has to solve, and we can't really do anything about. We can't like do nothing about that. So
I think you still not understanding the point. I mean, yes, chat, he's wrong, but also he's missing the point. And I don't want to get too far away from the point because I don't think that you understand.
What was wrong with what I said? Because I can literally.
Crime is a direct correlation to I mean there are some contributing factors. The biggest factor being lack of income. Poverty directly correlates to crime. But the biggest point, again, I feel like we're getting too far away from this because you're missing my point, and I need you to stay here with me.
All right.
Donald Trump isn't actually doing shit. He's not doing anything. Like it's a show. It's all a show. It's literally just a show. That's the point. And when I say it's a show, I mean like Donald Trump got Pt.2 to deploy the Marines into Los Angeles. And do you know what they did while they were in LA?
Tell me.
Protected a federal building because that's all they could do.
Protected the what now? The federal building?
Protected a federal building because technically you can't use the United States military inside of the United States. They're not supposed to be a police force. You can't use the United States military, but Donald Trump doesn't care about that, but he cares about how it looks in the show and actually presenting something. And so he sent them to LA, even though the governor did not want them in LA. And the only thing that he could do was have them go protect a building. It's a show.
Yeah. So like what you're saying is that like Trump shouldn't have gotten the National Guard in to California when it was needed.
What I'm saying is Donald Trump isn't actually doing anything. He's not doing anything. It's a show.
I really don't get
it's wrestling. You watch wrestling? Are you a wrestling
No,
fan?
I'm not really into sports myself, but I just want I just want to let you know that like, you know, I'm not really getting your point here because what you're saying is that like, you know, Trump isn't really doing anything.
Yes, that's the point.
But you just said that like he just declared the National Guard into like California.
I said he sent the Marines into LA and had them protect a building. He sent the National Guard into DC and they're picking up trash.
Yeah,
they're not really doing the functions of what they're supposed to be doing. Now, if he sent the National Guard to Alaska for search and rescue because Alaska got hit by a typhoon, then he would be doing something. Like that's actually
like,
doing
what
something.
you're saying is that like by impact, that they're not doing anything.
If you don't actually have an impact, then it's all performative. Hey, Kay.
Hey, very quickly. I know that I've seen all the other mods say it. Do not comment on the guest's speech, how the cadence is, what you think is going on. There is no ableism allowed in this chat. I don't care if you're a friendly or a foe, you will be muted for the rest of the live. I have asked repeatedly. We don't do any of the isms, ists, phobias, and I'm really tired of asking. If you are honestly unaware of the words that you're using that are this way, SLOW, LAME, those are words that we do not put up with here. So please stop. I understand that it might be in your daily lexicon. Read a book. Read a book. We verified his age. So please.
W's in the chat for Kay. What Kay said, like I'm sorry, I wasn't reading the chat, but yeah, we don't play that. So get it together. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. Christian, are you a Trump supporter?
Hola, can you hear me?
Yes, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, give me 1 second.
Yeah, but you have an echo.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that.
While you do that, W's in the chat for Susan, who sent a $10 super chat with a hippo that said KO. Thank you so much, Susan. I like that. Also, W's in the chat for the other disgusted veteran who sent a $2 super chat to say, look up Know Your Rights by The Clash 80s Punk. I'm going to have to look that up. W's in the chat for the other disgusted veteran. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTubes, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, look up at the top. This is my backup account. Make sure you hit that follow button. Hit the follow button if you're not following. We're going to be doing debates on this account because I want to make sure that I always protect the main account. So make sure that you are follow this account. Christian, are you back?
Yes. So I would like to debate you, but I would not like to debate policy. Is that okay?
What type of debate are we having?
Race.
You want to debate about race?
Yes. I have a really specific question. So can I be completely honest with you?
Hold on. Really quick. Sure. What is race?
It's a social construct.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's a social construct. I have a very
what is racism?
I mean, are we talking about systemic or the ones I feel every day? What do you mean racism? By definition, you are
by
of
functionality
because of the
by
race.
Functionality.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I think you and I agree on a lot of things. I am actually a fan.
Hold on, Christian. The reason why I asked those two specific questions is because it seems like there's a bit of a gap when it comes to understanding what race and what racism is. And so I don't know if I want to have this conversation with you about race without what race and racism is. I'll hear your question out.
No. Well, I would love to hear. By the way, I'm a black man. I know I don't sound like it. A lot of the time, when ninjas are like, "Oh, you don't sound black," I go, "Isn't that a little racist?" By the way, I'm actually a fan. Like, I'm dead serious. There's a very specific thing I'd like to talk to you about. But okay, so what is your definition on race? I would love to hear. And maybe we agree.
Race is a social construct, like you said, but it's based on phenotypical characteristics. Racism is a system of oppression that was created in order to justify chattel slavery, and by doing so to uphold capitalism. It's something that continues to impact different Black people throughout history and today. It manifests itself in multiple ways, whether we talk about medical racism, education, racism within education, a lot of different things. So like it's more than just the color of your skin and then people hating people.
Absolutely. It's the systems that have put us in certain places. There are plenty of communities that have been put in those places because of their race. We agree on all of that. So there was a specific thing that I, as a Black man, would like to talk to you as a Black man about. And let me be real honest. I'm a leftist. You asked me, oh, did I support Trump? No, I'm not MAGA, but I would really like to talk to you about something. So I think it was like a couple of months ago, because of work, I haven't been able to get up here, but I've been a fan for a while, by the way. I found you from Parker. My mom and I love Parker and Dean, and we found you and we love you and we watch you all the time, continuously. But there was something I didn't agree with. Do you know Lovey? Is that the chick? Is that I say chick just randomly. I'm sorry. Is that her? Is that the person? Yeah. There's a person who goes on the live sometimes named Lovey, right?
No, not really. I mean, I don't really know who you're talking about.
Well, a statement you made is you agreed with her in the sense that there was a guy on Parker who still continuously goes on there. I don't know his name. My mother might, but I don't want to bother her with that right now by calling her. But there was a person named Lovey who had come up, a Black woman, who plenty of her takes I agreed with. But then at some point, she explained to somebody who was on Parker, who agreed with Parker in a lot of ways. He was trying to explain to somebody who was on Parker why, as a white man, he was as a white man going, oh, I'm a white man. This is why you have this in your head. This is why you have this in your head. This is why you get this. And then Lovey tried to say something along the lines of, the best thing you can do right now is only just allow Black voices, and made him even cry on stream. Made him cry on Parker's stream. It was it wasn't Rockin' Librarian. Wasn't Rockin' Librarian. It was the other dude. And made him cry on stream. As a white man, he was like, oh my God, I don't, like, dude, as a Black man, why are we gonna tell people who are using their white privilege to absolutely shoot down another person who is using their white privilege incorrectly? I don't understand why you agree. Maybe. My mom loves him. My mom loves him.
Dan's is someone who claims to be an advocate, but yet at every opportunity leans into racist tropes and also leans into utter sexism, from calling women B-words to actually pretending to speak in AAVE. He's very harmful. Sure. So I'm a little bit confused as far as what you're talking about still. But can you get to the premise of your question for me?
The premise of my question is, do you really believe that the only people who can speak out for the Black community are only the Black community?
Did I say that?
You said, quote and unquote, the best thing you could do right now is only let Black voices speak. To him. I don't know it. The context has been quite a long time. I've been trying to get up.
Yeah. In that moment, to Dan, yeah, absolutely.
Dan Malik, maybe I'll have to do more research.
So maybe I'll have to do more research. This is the premise of what I'm saying, and I'll explain. It's funny. I was having a conversation with.
Please do. I'm thankful I got up. I'm a fan, by the way. I'm not trying to be a dick. My mom and I are both fans.
You're fine. The point that I believe in is that whenever someone is being harmful towards the community, the best thing that you can do as someone, if you consider yourself to be an ally or accomplice, or like accomplice is way better than saying ally. But if you are trying to be someone who is highlighting that marginalized community, you want to understand the difference between speaking up and speaking over. And speaking up for that community is always accepted, or not accepted, but always wanted. But if there's an opportunity to let that marginalized community speak for themselves, then you utilize your platform and you allow that marginalized community to actually speak. I'll give you a great example. Oftentimes there are people that come up and they spew like transgender hatred, and I try to steer them away from it. But if they continue to try to go down like that avenue, I have a couple of people that I really trust that is a part of the transgender community that I bring in. And instead of me trying to speak for the transgender community, I give them my platform and I let them actually run the show. So I take a step back and I let them speak. And so I reduce my voice and I amplify their voice. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. So when there's a harmful person that is specifically going after a community, if you're not a part of that community, yes, it's good for you to try to advocate for that community, but please allow that community to speak for themselves, especially if there's people that can speak up for themselves.
Well, at that time, I know that I didn't feel what that person was saying was, and my issue was that you went with, because Lovey or whatever had said, and I'm not trying to be rude, this is my understanding looking back. I've been trying to get on, and with work, I haven't been able to. I was on here for like 2 hours last night, and then you guys ended it, which I get it. You got to go to sleep. I get that. But whenever it happened, what he was saying was the dude was like trying to explain to a white dude from a white dude, like why this shit is spoken about this way from our community. So to what extent are we saying like this is the only good use of white privilege, right? I mean, we agree white privilege exists. So like this is the only good use of white privilege. Like, you know what I mean? In that specific conversation, I don't know what Dan you're talking about. I'll have to do more research, but in that moment, I don't really think what he was saying was super harmful in this. I think he was trying to tell the dude why dude believed what he believed.
Yeah, Dan came up and he tried to speak for Black people.
In what sense? What did he say?
He came up and he came up and he started talking about melanated people, which again, like we was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah,
Did somebody give you the clip?
Yeah, and
I
then
get
from
that.
that point,
I do vaguely
like,
remember that. Yes,
it went downhill because then he got super defensive because I was there and Athena was there and Lovey did come.
Might have been Athena. Excuse me, by the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I remember Lovey now because Lovey, Dan ended up like apologizing to Lovey and then donating like $1,000 to like some work that she was doing because she was like doing something for a protest. It was a whole thing, but
I don't think she was wrong on a lot of. I'm not trying to cut you off. Yeah.
The point being that like Dan's was ill-equipped and uninformed, and then instead of actually, in which like I tell people this all the time, like when I call people ignorant, it's not a bad thing. It just means that you lack the information of whatever it is. And Dan's was ignorant, and when he had an opportunity to learn about his ignorance, and people tried to help him get to a different point, instead of him actually stopping and listening, he got defensive, and it turned into a whole thing where he ended up, again, cursing out Athena, cursing out Lovey, calling them the B words, dropping Erica. It was a whole thing. Again, it was a whole thing.
Was that not on stream? Because
he went and started his own live. It was a whole thing. When I tell you Dan was a super harmful person. Early. Yeah,
well,
he started his own live.
Okay.
We ended up on this live. I even told him, I was like, hey, you should get off live. And sorry.
Can you link me to this? I'm sorry. I would just like to know.
I would just like. It was his live. So I don't know if he has it in. I don't even follow him anymore. We were mutuals at one point because he seemed like someone who wanted to do a lot of good. But then when he like not only had that moment, but like calling those Black women specifically, because the crazy thing is he leaned into the misogynoir, right? Because he was able to have a conversation with me. But as soon as he started talking to a Black woman, he immediately got aggressive and like cutting them off. And it was a whole thing. So like, yeah, Dan's was super harmful.
I would like to see it again. That at the time, I don't know. I didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Is there any way I could like look up that VOD?
I have no idea. It was his live. It wasn't mine. I can't, as if all of my lives are on YouTube, but like he just randomly went live and he was like, "Oh, I'm never gonna go live again." And then the next day he just kept going live. So
what is this?
Maybe he's somewhere still live. They're doing lives or something.
I don't even exactly. I know my mother likes him when he comes on because I think the same dude came on Parker's Live relatively recently. Did he not?
No way. No one else platforms him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not not necessarily gonna. I don't want to talk about it him anymore. But
I get it. I apologize.
Point being is that like when there's an opportunity for someone to speak up for a marginalized community, it's always a good thing. But you never want to go from speaking up to speaking over, and that's the point. I absolutely agree. What it was.
I absolutely agree.
No, for anyone asking, no, it's not Dan Malik. Dan Malik that's my bro. Definitely not Dan Malik.
Bro said indoctrinated Smith. My name doesn't have anything to do with religion. My name is Christian. It's not a religion. With that being said,
I'm gonna
thank you for your
I appreciate
time,
you coming up.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Yep, thank you. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We are only looking for some debates. You guys better not harass Dan Malik because no, that's not him. It's someone completely different. W's in the chat for Susan. Susan sent a $15 donation saying thank you, Susan, you're freaking awesome. Massive W's in the chat for Carol. Carol sent a $20 donation saying power is required to be racist. Love you, Santana. You're absolutely right. W's in the chat for Carol. Thank you so much for that $20 donation. W's in the chat for Heidi. Heidi's in a $20 donation saying, please, if you put your link tree in the video description and /bio on YouTube, I can tip you much easier. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, dang it. I need to fix that. I'm technically challenged, but I like to pay a little for each stream that I watch. Also, thank you for what you do. Heidi, you're fucking awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You are absolutely far too kind. Debbie's in the chat for Henix Hammer, who sent a $4.99 YouTube super chat to say sorry, but the existential problem we're facing here, we don't have time for making politics accessible to their. I'm not gonna read that last part. Yeah, sometimes we just got to deal with them, though, Hammer. Like sometimes we just got to do it. Like sometimes we do. W's in the chat for Betty, who sent $2 Canadian, say MAGAs are like bigots. First, they deny what they are. They absolutely do. They never actually just say it with their chest. I just want them to say it with their chest. Just say it with the chest. Guys, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're on YouTubes and you would like to send a super chat, I will read that out. With that being said, YouTube, make sure you're liking the stream. Make sure you're liking the stream. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for some debates. We are only looking for some debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We're only looking for some debates. Yep, that's correct. Good job, Mia. And just to level set one more time, we're not talking about Dan Malik. Dan Malik's a bro. We're not talking about him. It was somebody different. Please believe me, someone completely different. So the point that I was making prior to this is I was saying MAGA. If you request up, I will let you debate any topic that you want. Any topic whatsoever. Bring your own topic. BYOT. Bring your own topic. There we go. Bring your own topic. So if you're a Trump supporter and you have something that you actually want to debate me, it doesn't have to be on the background. Doesn't have to be on the background. If you have something that you feel like you please, if you feel like it's something that you feel strong about, you feel passionate about, you feel like, I know this, this is something that I believe in, this is something that I stand on, get in the box. Yeah, they haven't brought up Charlie Kirk in a long time because they didn't really care about Charlie Kirk because they're performative. So there's that. Anywho, Trump supporters? Any takers? I don't know. It's been interesting for the last couple of days watching Trump supporters like cockroaches. They hide in the dark. As soon as you turn on the light, they scatter. Trump supporters are absolutely like cockroaches. They've been scattering lately. I see them in their little cubby holes. They're in their little safe spaces. And when we try to rattle the cage, they just run because they know they fucked up. And, you know, like my whole thing is I don't even really care that they know that they fucked up. I just want them to say like the shit with their chest. I really just want them to say it with their chest. But they'll never do it because they're cowards. They're all fucking cowards. I'm not gonna hold you, chat. Your old buddy is kind of tired. And they are not coming out to play. Do you like communism, capitalism, or socialism? Socialism. Should I go MAGA hunting? I can't go MAGA hunting because like my main is still down and I don't want anything to happen to this account. So technically I can't go MAGA hunting right now. I don't know about bed. I'm not going to hold you, chat. I want to go have some whiskey and a Cohiba. That's what I do want to do. How do I MAGA hunt? I go and I find random MAGA lives and I request up and debate them in their lives. It usually doesn't last long, right? They normally like either crash out and kick me or you know, they end up like conceding. But yeah, I'll go to their safe space and debate them. If you ever want to see me MAGA hunting, you have to follow this account because I only MAGA hunt on this account. I only MAGA hunt on this account. I don't MAGA hunt on the main. No, I have not had tamales yet. That's this weekend. W's in the chat for Phil. Phil sent a $2 donation saying, can you inform Erica that you surpassed her now on my fan chart? Boom, Erica, I don't know what a fan chart is, but apparently I passed you on Phil's fan chart. So W's in the chat for Phil for that $2 donation and letting Erica know that whatever it is, I'm winning. So, like to see some MAGA hunting? Yeah, MAGA hunting, it's fun. Sometimes it depends. Is it pronounced Sayath? How do I say your name?
It's Satya.
Satya. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. MAGA Forever, you said I'm the problem. I sent you a request. I want you to come up here and tell me how I'm the problem. I'm muting you in the live. I don't care what you have to say in the chat. Come say it with your chest. You said you are a Trump supporter?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
So, I'm still in the process. So I'm not yet a citizen, but
in the process of what?
Yeah, I'm in the process. Of becoming a citizen. So I can't vote yet.
Do you live in the U.S.?
Citizens. Yes.
What state?
I'm a legal immigrant here.
What state?
No, I don't want to give out that information.
Yeah, you got to play the game or you're going to get kicked. I have to know that you're actually in the U.S.
What do you need to know in the U.S.?
Which state are you in?
Okay, North Carolina.
North Carolina? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm from South Carolina. Name 3 cities in North Carolina.
Or
better yet, what time is it in North Carolina right now?
Right now, it's Eastern time, right? 12:05.
Okay. All right. So you are an immigrant that lives in North Carolina and you support Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tell me why.
Yeah, because mainly because of immigration and the tariffs. So, yeah, immigration because I know the immigration process. I've been working on it for more than 10 years, the legal way. So, yeah, I don't understand why a lot of Americans support illegal immigration.
Hey, question for you. Do you think it should have taken you 10 years to get legal status?
I mean, that's beside the point.
No. It's a direct question. Do you think it should have taken you 10 years to be able to get legal status?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
How?
Because everyone wants to come to America. And,
technically everyone does not.
I mean, by everyone, I mean a huge percentage of the population of Earth. I think there are estimates that say it's about 1 billion.
Yeah, literally the actual people coming to the U.S., the numbers are down, tourism is down. Literally, the United States of America is on a human rights watch list now. So not everyone wants to come to the U.S.
Yeah, I didn't say everyone, but from what I've read, it's about, the estimates are about 1 billion people if given a chance. Like if there's no, if tomorrow suddenly you want to be a US citizen, would you do that or not? My understanding is it's a huge percentage of the population of the Earth.
And where are you getting those numbers from?
I don't have the stats right now. But
so did you just pull them for the fifis out of your tum-tum? Turn into a teacup. Are you getting the numbers or you okay? I was about to say I don't know if you were running or you're getting numbers. Why do you keep teacupping?
Does it matter how many people want to come to the US?
Because see, I'm really funny about like numbers. I don't like to use numbers if you can't prove the numbers. So like maybe don't.
No, I wasn't making any claim about how many people are coming here.
You said a billion. You said a billion.
Yeah, I mean that's something where I read. If it's wrong, it's
right. But where'd you read it?
I don't remember right now. I just said.
Okay, then maybe stop saying that. Don't say stuff that you can't quantify.
No, I mean, as I said, that's not relevant to the point I'm making. You are the one who started asking, why do you want to come to America?
Right? I mean, for you to sit here and say there's 1 billion people that want to come to the U.S., like one, okay, like that would like actually strengthen your argument if it were true, right? Because there's 360 million people in the U.S. and you're saying that, why do you keep teacupping? Yeah, I'm going to kick you. I'm telling you, like the fact that you keep teacupping is weird.
What is weird? I don't understand.
Are you playing games with me?
Nope.
Okay, just FYI, you teacup again and you're getting kicked. Are we clear?
Okay.
All right. So, again, the point that I'm making is saying something as outlandish as like 1 billion people want to come into the country when there's, the country's like 360. He thought I was joking. He thought I was playing. W's in the chat for Ian. Ian sent a $5 donation saying, can we drink whiskey together? sip Bullet Rye. My to go. Fucking right. I'll drink some whiskey with you. I enjoy whiskey. W's in the chat for Roxy, who sent a $1 donation saying, came here under Bush Jr., got my citizenship under Biden. Exactly. Like, that's wild. Like, that's absolute. It shouldn't take that long. There's no reason it should take that long. At all. Guys, if anyone else likes Sport Live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on the YouTube, you can send a super chat and what the fuck is happening here? I will read that out. I just looked at something and saw some bots. What the fuck is happening? Teacup is when you swipe out of the app. Usually they're when they're doing that, they're reporting because they're fucking weird. So that's what teacupping is. It's when you know, you can see their profile picture and then it looks like they swipe out and then you don't see their profile picture anymore. That's teacupping, but normally they're yeah, reporting or reading a script. I don't know, like I'll debate a script or chat GTP or whatever, but like that fucking teacupping, that makes me nervous, a little paranoid. Swiping out doesn't make sense. That's what MAGA does. MAGA's weird. They get upset when you cook them and they report you. They're a bunch of snowflakes. They're the biggest batch of snowflakes I've ever seen in my life. Like, words hurt them. Like, words literally hurt them. They're all weird. What do I think about the troops off the shore of Venezuela? I already said it. I told you, like, Trump's getting ready to start another war. Allegedly, I think. I feel like it. But troops are off the coast of Venezuela, and Venezuela has offered a lot. But, you know, nothing's shaking. Mike, are you a Trump supporter?
No. I was wondering, like, why do we think that guy was a Trump supporter?
How old are you?
24.
Okay. Why do I think the guy was a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Because he said he was a Trump supporter.
Oh. I just think, like, if he was reading a script, maybe he wasn't a Trump supporter.
I don't care if he was reading a script. Was he coming to debate?
This is the first time I'm doing this, so. Yeah, goodbye. How do I get out of this?
I don't know. How do you leave? I think you're stuck here with me forever now, Mike.
I guess we are. Where are we in hell?
No, this is a safe space. Well, it's not a safe space. It's a flame space.
Cool.
But we're not in Dante's Inferno.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Where are you?
In the U.S., I mean. Where are you in the U.S.?
Oh, Washington State.
Oh. Cool.
What about you?
Georgia.
Oh. I'm from South Carolina.
Atlanta.
You a Falcons fan?
No, not a sports fan at all.
Oh, I was about to say the Panthers cut the Falcons' ass a couple of weeks ago.
Oh. Okay.
I think you're just gonna be here until your phone dies.
Fuck. Okay.
I think he turned his phone off. It was awkward and weird. I enjoy awkward. I do awkward really well. He threw his phone against the wall. He absolutely did. That was funny. Yeah, he absolutely did. Oh, MAGA, where are we? W's in the chat for Caitlin, who sent a $5.55 YouTube donation to say for standing on business. Listen, I know no other way. This is the way. This is absolutely the way. W's in the chat for Caitlin. Guys, anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Send Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links and Linktree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Not gonna hold you, chat. Not gonna hold you. We don't get a Trump supporter soon. I'm gonna go pour me a glass of whiskey, and I'm gonna have me a Cohiba, and I'm gonna enjoy my Friday night. Not gonna hold you. I don't know if I'm gonna go MAGA hunting tonight. Corey said, I'm tired, Grandpa. It's too damn bad, Corey. Oh, masturbator love. Corey, you a Trump supporter?
Hey, that's my bad, bro. I didn't mean to hit this.
All right, no worries. I'll drop it down.
You have a good night, man.
You too. I think MAGA's doing this on purpose, trying to hurt. No, I don't think so. I think they're just scared. I don't think they have. A leg to stand on, and so they're scared. W's in the chat for Eli, who sent a $2 super chat. Say, do you think that it's time for a national divorce? What do you mean a national divorce? I do think that it's time for the 25th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25th. I do think it's time for the 25th. Paw needs a nap. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Trump. I need a nap too, but I'm talking about Trump when I say Paw needs a nap. So there's that. National divorce is unconstitutional. What do you mean? Hey guys, I got a new chair today. It's kind of cool. It's red. My favorite color is red. Did anyone know that? What happens to the cabinet? What happens if the cabinet? The cabinet stays in place. The vice president steps up. Cabinet stays in place. You said MAGA hunting. Erica Ray. Is Eric alive? Erica's not live. Is Eric alive? Erica's not live. There's a lot of people live. But Erica's not live. I think Vance would be worse than Trump because he's a chameleon. And he also doesn't have a soul. JD Vance doesn't have a soul. Kamala would never. Your favorite color is red too? Yeah. Fucking love red. Bro, I literally brought you up and you immediately dropped. I'll send you a request. Get up here, masturbator. I sent you a request. Now who's scared? They always talk so much trash from the chat as if somebody's really scared of them. You guys don't know things. Not only do you guys not know things, but you're not good at this. Like legitimately, you guys suck at debating. And it's barely like even a debate. You guys crash out a lot. You like cry and whine and crash out a lot. You guys are a bunch of fucking toddlers. And that's an insult to toddlers. Hey, Queen Empress, much love to you as well. Listen, we need us some of that socialism here. Send us some of that German socialism. Oh, Eli, no. W's in the chat for Eli for the $2 super chat. No, national divorce, red/blue states separate. I would say that, but again, I'm from the South, and I would feel bad for my people from the South. I mean, like I have the protection now, right? Because I live in Washington State. Like, not gonna hold you. Wouldn't be mad if Washington State became a part of Canada. Matt, what up, Matt? W's in the chat for Matt. We love Matt. I wouldn't feel so bad like if Washington, Portland, California, all of us become a part of Canada. Canada. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Canada. I wouldn't be mad if we became a part of Canada.
Hello.
Hello, Dot. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. What can I call you?
What?
What can I call you? I don't want to call you Dot.
Just call me Dre.
Dre?
Yeah. So my question is just, what do you think that Kamala, the other candidate,
are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
So
Hey, is it Dre like Dr. Dre?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk, man. They got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfuckers act like forgot about Dre. Anyway, go ahead, Dre.
Nah, I just like want to know what you think that Kamala did that, or like what she did that you think that people should vote for her that shows that she cares more than Trump.
You mean what she did at the time?
No, I just mean in general. Like you're saying that MAGA doesn't care, right? That their whole political party doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say from the Democratic side that makes them like, oh yeah, they care. They really care about the United States.
They're fighting fascism, or at least trying to fight fascism.
No, I'm talking about when they were running, like when she was the candidate. Like,
why are we talking about when she's a candidate? Like the election's over.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
yeah, but see, I don't see. My question doesn't say like who would you vote for, Trump? Like I don't really talk about the election anymore. Like the election's over. Like I'm talking about like the stuff that's happening now. You know why I talk about stuff that's happening now?
Why?
We're in the middle of a hostile government takeover. I wanna talk about it, but I'll be late for work.
Literally, we're in the middle of a government takeover. Like fascists have infiltrated our government. They're Schnauzis. They're literal Schnauzis.
Dude, that's very untrue.
No, it's very true. Did you see the Republican congressman? One of his staffers did some type of video call or whatever, and he forgot to take the flag down in the background that had the Schnazi symbol in the middle of the U.S. flag.
Who? From who? What does it have
I would
to
have
do
to look it
with
up. What
Trump?
state? No, I'm saying it was a Republican, one of the Republican members of Congress, one of his staffers. It was in Iowa. Yeah, it was in Iowa. But the whole thing is like our government.
That's one person. That's not.
Do you like Marvel?
Do I like Marvel?
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Do you know who Hydra is?
Yeah.
You know how like Hydra infiltrated like the different parts of like the United States government? That's what it's like now. Like
how? How is
Hydra,
it like that at all?
Because Hydra is in power.
So would
we have literal fascists
be in the president?
We have literal fascists. Like Donald Trump wants to be an authoritarian.
His whole position is that to have power, so these other countries don't start these terrible things that they're starting every day. And other
what terrible things?
Are you kidding me?
Just name one,
bro. Have you not seen like I saw a video of in Saudi, and it was like
in
just
Saudi.
I can find the link if you want. It was like
you said in Saudi.
What?
You said in Saudi?
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, it's Saudi Arabia. I was about to say, I don't think
They were
Saudi is
starting-
a country. Saudi Arabia. Okay, got it.
Yeah, my bad. And it was just like people like getting like gunned down, and it was crazy.
People get gunned down every day in America. Literally.
Yeah, but it was against the U.S. military, and same
Donald
thing
Trump
that
is turning the
Democrats
U.S.
don't wanna-
military on American people.
They don't want to fight for.
Donald Trump has turned the military on United States citizens.
How? Are you talking about ICE?
By sending no, not ICE. Well, the ICE is his own like personal military. They're the brown shirts. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about them. Like they're literally out macing police officers and preachers.
No, they're literally getting people that are legally in the country.
They're not.
They are.
They're not.
What do you think they do then?
Harass United States citizens?
No, they don't.
They literally shot a lady that in Chicago who was a United States citizen. They broke into homes of United States citizens, pulled them out at 3 a.m, handcuffed them, detained them, and then let them go because they were not undocumented immigrants. Literally, they keep pointing guns in the faces of United States citizens. They keep throwing fat flashbangs and tear gas at American citizens. Again, they fucking maced a preacher who was sitting there trying to pray.
You know that in a lot of those times when they threw those so-called tear gases, people were literally attacking ICE agents while they weren't doing anything.
They were trying to kidnap their friends and neighbors.
What?
They were trying to kidnap their friends and neighbors. If someone randomly showed up, right?
Their friends and neighbors were illegal.
Drake, follow me on this one, right? If you're outside, let's say you're out at a cookout, right? You got some ribs. You got some ribs on the grill. You got a little bit of chicken. You like? Are you a vegan, or you eat meat, or like what's your dietary like?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got some steaks. Like,
yeah.
Look, you're doing it big. You got a tomahawk on the grill, right? And you got your neighbor. Your neighbor's coming over. Your neighbor's bringing some Corona. You guys are gonna eat and watch the game and all this other stuff. And all of a sudden, like a bunch of people just swarm and just like grab your neighbor. Are you just gonna sit there and like, oh, guess you gotta go? Or are you gonna be like, what the fuck is happening? Why are you grabbing my neighbor?
Yeah. So how about if your neighbor was? So let's say.
Why are you changing my hypothetical?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying your neighbor, and this isn't even a hypothetical, really, because the fact is that these neighbors are not welcome in this country. They're illegal. That is the whole.
No one can
of
be
what they're
illegal
trying to
on
do.
stolen land, friend.
They absolutely can.
They can't. Hey, do you know what Turtle Island is?
No. Internal Island?
Turtle Island.
Turtle Island, no.
Turtle Island, yeah. Turtle Island is the Americas. It's what the indigenous people call the Americas before colonizers came and unalived them and stole the land.
Okay, wait, can we just go back quick? If you say that nobody can be illegal, so you think anybody that wants to come over should be able to come over?
I'm a little bit more extreme than others, but yeah. I mean, as long as...
Really?
I'll give you this caveat. I'm good with letting any and everyone into the country as long as they don't have a criminal history.
But that's where you go wrong. Is
anybody else come in?
Yeah, but if that's the thing, if you say, all right, we'll let everyone else in, you can't like overview that and make sure that those people, there's no process then if you just say everyone come in.
You can.
There's no process.
I said I'm more extreme than everyone else, but like that's my idea. But at the very least, there should be a better process than what we have right now. I just talked to a guy who was a Trump supporter who said that he's been trying to get his citizenship for 10 years. Like, why the fuck would it take 10 years to get citizenship? That's insane.
Yeah,
like, it shouldn't take that long.
The normal time is like the average time is like 4 to 7 years, which
No,
I mean, it is long. Like I'll admit,
the average time is 10 to 15. It's
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it is. It literally is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that it should be shorter, but at the same time, it's such a gift to be here that it's such a
it's not.
It is. Are you kidding me?
It's not right now. No, because like it's not right now because of
I'm telling
reasons.
you,
and you can
no matter
you
how
can talk
bad
about
you
how
think
the
it is.
country's be on a humans watch list, but Donald Trump is literally crashing our country.
Okay, well,
literally crashing.
Anything you say, if you compare it to any other country, we are like 10 times better in every single way.
We can compare it to different. You know what American? Do you know what American exceptionalism is?
Yeah, like yeah. What
What's
about
American exceptionalism?
Like you're talking about like accepting immigrants and their national. Like, what are you talking about?
It's the premise that the United States of America is like the greatest thing ever, and it's better than every country in every single way.
It is better than every country, not in every single way, but most ways.
So
For the majority,
do this. All right. Name one way that the United States is the number one country in the world without talking about the GDP or the military. Don't talk about those two things. Tell me what does the United States
so
rank
you have
one
way
in?
more freedom than any other countries.
That's not true.
It's not true.
There's literally other countries that have more freedoms, including women's having the rights to get an abortion.
That's not a good thing. So
and I don't care about your actual like morality. It's a freedom.
But what's the freedom for that baby, that human being that's living? That's another conversation.
It's not a baby. It's a fetus. But regardless,
No,
I'm not even trying to debate you on. I'm not trying to debate you on your morality or whether you think abortion is a thing
that's
or
not
not.
morality.
But what I'm
It's a
saying is,
human being.
it is morality. But the point being is, there's other countries where women get to make decisions about their bodies. That's the point. That's
about other
freedom.
human beings, though.
About
That's
their
a whole nother
bodies.
discussion.
That's the freedom. Yeah.
Okay, you can't just say that. You have to debate because no, that
I don't have to debate abortion. Hey, how many uteruses do you have?
Man, however that's not important, bro.
How many uteruses do you have?
In today's society, I could say I have one.
Sure, that's fine. How many do you have?
I have one. Let's say
you
I have
one uteri.
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay, you said let's say that. When's the last time you used your uteri?
When's the last time I used my... Bro, where are you going with this?
You don't have a uterus. Stop trying to actually control women's body. I don't want to debate abortion.
What does that have to do?
Now, you know what I will debate with you?
Human.
Hey, you know what we should do? If you're so concerned about like, quote unquote, taking a human life, why aren't you advocating for mandatory vasectomies?
Why aren't you advocating for, instead of the abortion, having the C-section, which has a 99.9%
a C-section is an abortion slap nuts.
And oh my God.
A C-section is literally an abortion.
Oh my God. No.
Look up the medical terminology.
Through birth, buddy.
Look up the medical terminology. A C-section is literally an abortion.
It's
you don't
literally
know things.
Not.
Both of my sons were, I had them through C-sections. It's literally, that's the medical term. C-sections are abortions.
Are they alive right now?
Yes. C-sections
so
are
it
abortions.
Was a birth. Are you kidding me?
Go look up the terminology right now. Do that for me, Drake.
I'll look it up for you.
Go ahead. W's in the chat for Ian. Ian sent a $1 donation saying, when you log off, can you raid This Is Corey? Who is This Is Corey? I don't know who. I'll look them up. Maybe. W's in the chat for Eli, who sent a $5 super chat to say, as a black man myself, I thought about that, but regardless, we're gonna have to be good. They need us in the South, or do we need another migration? Yeah, listen, if we can get all the black people out of the South, then I'm with it. W's in the chat for Kuhn, who sent a $2 super chat to say, David Taylor / staffer Angelina Aleo for the oh yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. If anyone else like to support the live, hold on for a second. Hold on. Debbie's in the chat for Angela. Angela sent a $10 donation saying, as a mom of LGBTQ plus children, thank you for calling out the ignorance and bigotry and for promoting peace, freedom, and equality for all. It's reprehensible that politicians use human beings as their human rights as pawns to score political points. Angie, W's in the chat for Angie. Thank you so much for that $10 donation, guys. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. All right, Dre, did you look up that medical definition?
Yeah, so it actually proves, what you just said is completely wrong. It actually says that a C-section is a surgical Sorry, I cut out. Surgical procedure which delivering the baby from the.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking it up on Google. The definition.
What on Google? What are you looking? What's your source
of C-section? That is what came up. That is what it is. That is what I was telling you, and somehow you think it's an abortion, which is completely wrong.
Okay, give me 1 second. So I'm going to show you how you actually cite a source instead of actually
source. It's literally a definition on Google. Like, AI.
No, a definition isn't a source, bud.
A definition isn't a source?
No, our definition descriptive or
it is what it is. It's a surgical term. Going any sort of ice.
I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
So let's see here. So when you source it and you sort up, hold on.
Yeah, so I even searched up is a C-section an abortion.
Hey, Kay.
No. It says
Hold
no.
on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Kay.
You're completely wrong on everything that you just said.
Doctor here also have a uterus.
Yep.
So I'm just going to let you know, abortion is ending a pregnancy. It does not always end in the unaliving of the fetus.
Mm-hmm.
In the medical coding, every single C-section is coded as an abortion.
Correct.
You are looking at the definition of a C-section.
Correct.
Which
is
a
what he
surgical
stated.
Procedure.
No.
And he's telling you that all pregnancies that have a C-section are also considered abortions.
Yep.
There are also spontaneous abortions by having a miscarriage. A miscarriage is a spontaneous abortion. You have a fundamental misunderstanding.
Yeah, so
of what
it's actually not a
abortion means.
misunderstanding because the truth, the thing is, it's not
hey,
about
Dre, it is. Go look it up on the
It's not.
National Library of Medicine, where it talks about its article. What is
So I
this
guess I'm
article?
just I
It's
see what
beyond
you're saying, but I
abortion
guess
and
I'm just
refusal of
right.
I can't say the whole word for C-section, but it actually explains exactly what Kay just said. It's the medical terminology for the coding of the ending of a pregnancy. It does not mean that you have to end the life.
So what does that have to do with the fact of ending the life? What does it? What does that have to do to prove your point?
They're
If
not
anything, that proves my
congruent.
point.
They're not congruent.
I don't think he understands.
What does that mean?
So,
they're
like,
not
if somebody
congruent?
was
They
to
absolutely
say
are.
that they had an abortion at 9 months, do you think that
First of all, any birth that ends with a child being born is not going to be called an abortion by anybody. I don't care.
It's a medical coding terminology,
Yes,
bud.
exactly. It is a medical terminology.
Yes, that's what I've been saying the whole time.
That doesn't prove your point. That proves my point. Well, what is the end result? Tell me what the end result is then.
it can result, an abortion can result in a live birth or the ending of a pregnancy before viability.
Yes, I understand what
Also,
you're
Dre,
saying.
wait,
What
hold on. Dre,
is
take a
the
step back.
point?
Do you remember what your point was? Do you remember your point?
I mean, you guys have done so much.
Sure, but do you
super
remember your
jabbing,
point?
I don't even really remember.
Okay.
Because you
your
guys have
point
just been
was
going
your
on.
point was you said a C-section is not an abortion. That's what you said. That's what we've been talking about this
it
whole
is
time.
not. In literal terms, it is not.
It is, because the C-section ends the pregnancy.
Can I ask you guys another question? Do you believe that that baby in the womb has its rights, or no? Is it just a woman that?
Hey, I don't want you to pivot. And I've already told you, I don't want to debate. I don't want to debate abortion with you. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about mandatory vasectomies. We can do that. But the point that I'm trying to make is,
that's a good point.
You didn't even let me explain mandatory vasectomy. You didn't hear it. You just heard the term. No.
Okay, explain
you
it.
listen, and then you can tell me why it's a terrible idea. You can't say it's a terrible idea if you haven't heard the idea.
Okay, go ahead, because that would be literally
I think that we should actually. I think that we should. I think we should.
Possible humans.
You don't fucking understand. What's a vasectomy? What's a vasectomy?
Are you kidding me?
What's a vasectomy?
It ends, bro. It won't end. No males will be able to ever. It ends the possibility.
No, it doesn't. Slap nuts. You don't know anything.
It absolutely does.
That's why I said stop and listen.
It absolutely does.
C-sections are reversible.
Yes,
you're so stupid.
In that current state, it is not. It is. You cannot in that current state.
So then, why is it okay for women to have the burden of doing birth control, but you don't have to have any responsibility on your end?
That doesn't
also,
really
you know what?
make
No, I don't. Shushies. I'm going to get my point across about mandatory vasectomies. The reason why I advocate for mandatory vasectomies is because it is safer than abortions. It is reversible. It's an outpatient procedure. It's a quick snip. You can actually, it's reversible and at the same rates up to about 5 years, and then it starts to slightly decrease the longer that you actually have it. Also, it's a lot less harmful on the body, where the shots, IUDs, birth control is super harmful. And the point that I like to make is that if you address the root cause of the issue, there is no way you can make a baby without the baby batter. If you actually eliminate the need for the baby batter, then there's no need for an actual abortion. So again, you should be advocating for mandatory vasectomies if you really cared about saving human lives. If you really think that if someone makes a baby, they should keep a baby, you should stop people from making a baby until they're ready to actually make a baby. And if you want to say, oh, you should just abstain from sex, no, you're meat watching and let people have sex. Now you may speak, Dre.
Yeah, so I just want to bring up that
no, address what I said.
No, I am. It's actually that less than 1%, less than 0.5% of abortions are.
That's not addressing what I said. We're not talking about abortions. We're talking about vasectomies. Address what I said.
It'll get there if you.
No, address vasectomies. Address what I said directly. I don't want to hear you talk about abortions.
Yeah, so you're just taking away the choice. You're not. That's not going to solve anything, because at the end of the day, it's always a choice at the end of the day.
If it's a choice, then why the fuck are you so worried about people making their own choice then? If it's a choice, by your logic, if it's your logic, it's someone's choice, then why are you trying to make someone else's choice for them?
It's not their choice when another.
You literally just said it's a choice. That was your words. You said that.
No. You're taking.
You just said it was a choice.
Oh my God, you're a dumbass. Not that.
No, you are. You've been up here. You know what? You've been up here and you've been as mediocre as you could possibly be this entire time. You talked about shit that you don't know anything about. You've said stuff that's not true. You've had to go look shit up, and you've come back and you still don't understand it. And then you told me that mandatory vasectomies was a bad idea, and you didn't even hear it. And even when I explained it to you, you still won't engage with it.
Right. So how is that me not knowing anything? You told me to look it up, and I was right. You were wrong.
You didn't even remember what you was looking it up for. The point that I was making was right. Slap nuts.
To look it up. And then it's literally proved I was right, and you said, "What's the source?" It's not a source, dumbass. It's a definition.
I'd just like to also point out that men that get vasectomies get actual preemptive pain medication and light sedation, while most women who do procedures in order to have birth control receive zero. And I would just love just for that to be acknowledged for just a hot second. Also, I don't know exactly if you know how batter is made, but what you have, sir, is not batter, because batter has multiple ingredients. You're just an ingredient.
I'm not making a cake.
I'm just saying that baby batter is grossing me out as a physician.
I'll find a new term, but I like it.
But it's just not that. I'm trying to go along with you here, but you don't have all the makings. You only have one ingredient.
I mean, I think like the batter is like the ingredient, right? Then you got to put what, eggs and milk and some other stuff in it, right?
No, the batter.
Don't you get batter out of the box, like the cake box?
That would just be the dry ingredients.
I thought that was batter.
Nope. When it's all mixed together and it's wet, then it's batter.
So the batter would be like a zygote.
So you're like the oil.
But that doesn't sound as good. Baby oil.
Yeah, but baby batter sounds even worse, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know, I love you, but
we can workshop that. We'll figure it out.
Okay, well, that's all for me.
I'm
over the control issue. When if someone was to say like, I don't think we should, you know, I don't know if their take was, you know, we shouldn't have abortions, but also their point was, I'm on board with, you know, really educating men about having vasectomies. Then we could have at least a conversation because there's a little bit of, you know, give and take there. But my issue is when they just come out and flat out say that no, because now it's like another person, and we all know that it's not for a really long time. And so, yeah. And also, I just appreciate that you don't like to have this conversation because you don't have a uteri.
I don't.
Like
I don't have a uteri. But like again, and I've said this to like plenty of people. Like if I don't understand the quote unquote pro-life position, because like my premise is if you really wanted to encourage people to have more babies, then like why wouldn't you do the proactive things to encourage them to have babies? Like, you know, make life more affordable, like make childcare more for like those type of things, like make food more accessible. Like if you really wanted to have people,
it's not pro-life, it is forced birth, and it's not about making sure that that child is going to have those things. And no woman, femme presenting, birth giver can ever, no one makes that decision at a snap of the fingers, and it sticks with them. And so to sit here and be like, people are just, you know, doing this and then doing this, it's just tiring to hear. I mean, it is medical care, and, you know, it's just disheartening. You know, a lot of hate, a lot of stuff going on today, especially with some of our guests. And I think that it comes from this, you know, this new place of like, I can say whatever I want because, well, the man in charge does whatever he wants. So
it's you know, it's not even necessarily like American exceptionalism. Like these people are just stupid, and they think they're so confident in their stupidity. It's wild. I don't understand. I would be embarrassed, Kate.
Right. I mean, when we look at most of Europe, when we look at most of the Nordic countries, the freedom index is so high when it comes to these countries, you know, and they just think that we are so low in education. We are so low in, you know, all of our disparities, but, you know, even just in healthcare in general, and then the disparities that we have in healthcare. It is a wild take to say that it is a gift to be here, because as time goes on, I'm going to need the return policy at some point.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to like receipt or no receipt. Like I'll turn in the card, but I don't know. You still fighting, or you going to be done?
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm donezo.
You have a wonderful night.
Yeah.
Are you looking for someone to raid?
No, I was getting it all set up. Well, someone. So, can you go? Do you know who This Is Corey is?
I do not.
Can you check This Is Corey out? It says W's in the chat for Ian. $10 donation. And This Is Corey makes political slash his history skits videos. He's great, highly suggested. I don't know anything about This Is Corey.
I'll check
Let
it
me
out.
know. Thank you. W's in the chat for Jocelyn. Jocelyn sent a $1 donation. Say, hey Santana, I think this guy's been on your live before. His voice and his oh my god, after everything, he sounds familiar. That doesn't shock me. Doesn't shock me. W's in the chat for I think it's pronounced Alessandria. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alessandra. That's an interesting name. I've never seen that before, friend. W's in the chat for you though. I've had a miscarriage that required intervention a year and a half ago. I found you at that time, and I appreciate you speaking up for what saved my fertility. I now have a healthy 6-month-old in my arms. Yep. Congratulations. And tell your 6-month-old I said goo gaga. Did I say that right, Kay? I think it's pronounced goo goo gaga.
It's a very technical term.
It is.
Could you spell that person's name?
This is Corey?
No.
Alessandra?
Mm-hmm. Is it?
It's just how it sounds. Alessandra. Alessandria. Alessandra.
Okay. Alessandra?
Is it Alessandra? Alessandra? Alessandra. I've never seen it spelled like that.
You know.
Alessandra.
There you go. Okay. We all have a good night.
You as well. Alessandra? Alessandra? Sounds Portuguese. That one's not on me, chat. It's Italian. It's Italian. Can you come up for a second? Would you mind coming up for a second? Can you say your name for me, please?
It's pronounced Alessandra.
Alessandra.
Yeah.
See? Like,
no, you're not the first person or the last, I guarantee you.
The chat tried to play me.
No, you're not the first or the last person that'll do that. You're fine.
Okay, so tell them L's in the chat for them.
No, I appreciate you asking.
No, tell them L's in the chat for them.
Oh, what? Whoa, hey, L's in the chat for you.
Boom. Thank you for coming up.
Of course.
You guys tried to play me like it was me. I ain't the only one. Whatever. I wasn't that far off. Don't do me like that. I wasn't that far off. Whatever. Chat, y'all dragging it. What in the world? All right. I'm going to bed. Not really. Actually, I'm going to have whiskey. I'm going to have whiskey and I'm going to have a Cohiba. That's what I'm going to do. tamales this weekend. Do I have a link for the hat? No, this isn't my hat. This isn't. Well, I mean, it is my hat. I didn't steal it. I know. Like they say, black people do crime. Apparently, we got to do like 12 crimes a day. I didn't steal the hat. This is the backup account. This is Hector. Hold on. Boom. Hector Talks. He sells these hats. I bought this hat from Hector, but mine's special because it says Santana Speaks on the side right here. So there's that. Yeah. Late nights next week. Yes, we're definitely going to have late nights next week because I get the main account back in a couple of hours. And not only do I get the main account back in a couple of hours, but I'm going to protect it. So you only got 6 crimes a day. Oh, you got to step your crimes up. You got to step your crimes up if you only did 6. Black people, did you guys get your 12 crimes today? Did anybody get it? Did anybody get their 12 crimes today? I was slacking. So I sent half of my crimes to Carbon. Since Carbon only has to do 6. So I sent him 6. So we're good. There's that. Yeah. Anywho, let's go. It's t-shirt time. Go raid somebody. Did you check out the person or whatever? Yeah, Carbon has to do 6. Carbon doesn't have to do 12 because he's African. Oh, this dude is kind of cool. No, actually, I do like this guy. Oh, holy snaps. Yeah, let's go raid him. This guy's cool. I like him. Like, he's super smart. His videos are hella funny. I got it. No, hey, like, legitimately, let's go raid this guy. He's, like, hella funny and super smart. Here it is. This is Corey. Go raid. This is Corey. We're going to go raid. This is Corey. Super dope. I'm going to go over. Let's go.
You stepped in the box. Now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here. You better take your best swing.
Mike Hot.
Who wanna step in the flame?
Hey.
This ain't a debate.
This is a mind game.
Facts type lies get left in chain. One wrong word get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T. This a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Great stats who get scrambled like
Guys, thank you all for being amazing tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're gonna go raid. This is Corey. Everyone have a wonderful night. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. I might, depending on what the mods say, I might try to do it earlier live tomorrow. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you for all the taps, the gifts, the likes, the shares. Thank you for all the love. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being amazing. I love you all so much. And we're gonna get out of here. I love you as always.